Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
It is time.
It is time.
It is time for Dungeons and Dragons. All right. Ladies and gentlemen. What? Like,
Isn't that the voice
it's
of
his-
something?
The Dragonborn that he played.
Oh yeah, it's my
Sound
Dragonborn.
like him.
Ah, yes. Yeah,
The pirate one shot was so good, you guys.
That was
Yeah.
good.
Go watch the pirate one shot on your YouTube. It was great.
Yeah, check out Lakeside Legendz on YouTube. So, welcome back, adventurers, to another episode of the Curse of Strahd with your cast here at Lakeside Legendz. First, we have imra'lyr Sardith, our Shadow Elf Ranger played by Lore. Kinsley, our firbolg cleric played by Blair. Me, a changeling druid played by Arthur. And Francisco Guadalupe del Valle, a changeling fighter played by Trevor. And let's not forget about yours truly, your DM and master storyteller for this saga, DM David.
Clap, 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 clap.
Woo!
Round of
All right.
applause, round of applause.
Round of applause. So we had a lot going on last episode. A lot of crazy things happened. So this recap is going to be a little long. So sit back, relax, enjoy the recap. On our last episode, it was made known to the werewolves that me had been infected with lycanthropy. In accordance with their laws and at the insistence of the pack's new leader Bianca, me would now have to prove himself worthy of the gift. So, me was immediately forced into a one-on-one battle with another werewolf. If me won, he would be allowed to remain in the land of the living, but from that moment on, he would forever belong to the pack. If me lost, then he would be found unworthy and would be killed on the spot. First blood of the fight went to the werewolf as he dealt a vicious blow to me, slashing the druid's face with his claws. Turning in rhythm with his attacker's swipe, me quickly jammed his hand into his coat, pulled out his deadly cockatrice beak, and deftly settled the magical instrument into the jaw of his attacker. Within seconds, the beak's curse took hold, and the werewolf solidified into a statue of pure stone. Me had done it. Me had proven himself worthy of the gift of lycanthropy. For a second, everyone seemed happy that me was going to be allowed to live. However, Zula still seemed worried. Turning to her newly found daughter Kinsley, the firbolg werewolf inquired if it was important that me remained within their group. Kinsley responded with a definitive yes. So Zula stepped through the crowd of onlooking werewolves and called out to Bianca, the new leader, challenging her for dominance over the pack. Bianca accepted, and the fight began. While all of this took place on the upper level of the wolf's cave, imra'lyr stayed behind, turning herself invisible right before me was dragged off to his fight. At first, imra'lyr was going to follow behind to help me from the shadows. However, something else caught her eye. In the room of the Night Mother, where Kinsley and Zula first met, imra'lyr discovered 4 cages, each one occupied by a child. After a number of trial and error attempts, imra'lyr eventually freed the children and began crafting a plan to return them to their different homes throughout Barovia. Back upstairs, Fight 2 was just beginning, and at its start, Zula did something that Bianca had never expected. She began to rage. With teeth and claws twice as long as a normal werewolf, Zula the Barbarian easily defeated the would-be leader of the pack, and Bianca ran away in disgrace. With Zula as the new alpha, me was free to do as he pleased without having to worry about a forceful servanthood toward the werewolf pack. For now, it would seem that everyone was safe, and no one had to fear for their lives, at least for another night. The next day, our adventurers and their new friend Zula set off for the Wizard of Wine's winery. Upon arrival, they were ushered over to a patch of trees by a cloaked figure. Taking a gamble and following the mysterious individual, our heroes met the owner of the Wizard of Wines, Davian, and the rest of the Mardukov family. Davian informed the misfits that his winery had been overrun by evil druids, and he needed help if the winery was to make its delivery to Valleki. Agreeing to the task, it was decided that imra'lyr would use the spell Etherealness to scout out the winery. Once this was done, the group made their way to the side entrance of the building, planning to fight off the druids overrunning the place. And that is where we are now.
Do-do-do-do-do.
So is imra'lyr back with us right now?
So you guys,
Yeah, we were entering, right?
you guys have already
Hold
made your
on.
way back to the winery, and you are on the outskirts of it right now. You are
Right.
essentially, I think I already had you make stealth rolls, and you guys were able to get to the door, and you were about to enter. What are you guys doing?
So should I just go in there and kill everybody? Is that what we're doing, right?
Stop.
I'm not opposed.
Well, we have the element of surprise here. Why would you want to destroy that?
I don't know, for kicks and giggles.
No.
I
There
think we
are
should be more careful than that.
There are 3 druid women with many, many, many blight thingies, different kinds. So, we're going to sneak in because I cast a spell to make us sneaky.
Oh yeah. that's
Right, no, you're
She did
right,
do
you're
that.
right. We are sneaky, yes, yes. That's what all this darkness surrounding me is. I'm sorry.
Sneaky.
So,
Next.
what we... Shut up! So, what we are going to do is try to at least surprise one of them before the others are alerted. Understand?
imra'lyr,
What?
do you know where each one is located?
Roughly. It's been a little while, so they may have moved.
Well, I mean, if we could sneak, if at least one of us each could sneak behind one, we could get as long
They
as
are in
we're the same
different
room.
Do like a
places.
super sick takedown, you know, like choke them out
That
from
would,
behind.
that would work if we knew how powerful they were and we could
Yeah,
each
that's a good
take them
point.
individually. We don't know if that's a thing.
Okay.
It may be that they are fairly powerful and we need to, team up.
All right. Well, if they're in different rooms, then yeah, let's do one by one.
Okay, follow me.
All right.
I follow
And I
imra'lyr.
mean myself, not me.
Yes.
Okay, I sneak in.
Okay.
Sneaky.
So, everyone, as you enter, give me stealth checks.
With your plus 10, because that's still up. I think it lasts an hour.
28 in that case.
18.
You both rolled an 8.
I have a
No.
7 plus 1.
I have a 6
34.
plus 2. I have
What
to
did you
roll
get,
at
imra'lyr? I
disadvantage.
didn't hear that.
34.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, I got the 28.
On this little mission, it is just going to be the 4 of you. Spit and Zula stayed behind with the Mardikovs to watch the children. So we're not going to worry about having to deal with their roles or anything. And as you guys enter in, you step into the little storage room that imra'lyr first entered into when she got there. You guys walk in and you see that the room has the bare hooks lining the walls where where coats would hang. Shelves to the south hold several pairs of stained wooden sandals with oversized soles. You imagine that this is what they would use to stomp on the grapes to make the wine and whatnot. And there's another door sitting there in front of you that leads into the big room with the vats. imra'lyr, you know that this room has a druid in it. What are you guys gonna do?
I hold up my hand, make everybody stop, and I look around and see if I can see her. And I kind of gesture to the others to look also.
Okay, everyone, give me perception checks.
Wait, so we're going into the room with the vats that has the right?
Yep, you're looking in there.
Real quick though, before we do, I would like to nab one of those pairs of boots.
Okay.
Does
you
me
want to
not
grab?
have boots?
Well, they're big,
big boots.
They're big, flat, like wooden soled shoes for stomping on grapes. They're stained with like grape juice and other stuff. So if you wanna, Do you want to
Rather
grab
that-
one? You can grab one.
I grab them.
I can't see you probably.
Yeah. Also, that's a 24 to perception.
Oh, good. At least
I
somebody
got a
rolled well.
nat 20 for perception.
I got
Nice.
10.
I see
I
everything.
got an 8.
I rolled a 3.
Good
I
job,
rolled a
Francisco.
So as you guys walk in, Francisco and me and Kinsley, you rolled high or low?
10.
10, and then imra'lyr,
8.
8. So yeah,
I didn't
so
roll great.
Francisco and me looking around and having been told by imra'lyr that she knows there's a druid in here, you guys are looking around trying to make sure that you can find where this little conniving little thing is. And you see that hiding underneath the stairs in the very center of the room, there's a pair of stairs in between the vats going up onto the balcony up top. You guys see that this little druid is sitting there kind of hiding, trying not to be seen, just chilling. Hasn't noticed you guys though, because you have come in very silently.
34. What?
So what
The
are you
highest
guys
roll
doing?
ever.
I want to.
Do you point her out to us?
I
point.
point. Yeah, I point, and I really want to go up to the druid and like try and choke it out. Like
Oh, one of those
secret
behind
agent.
things?
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay,
That's right.
Do it.
I guess give me another stealth check.
Plus 10.
As long as it's not a nat 1.
But he has to roll at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't have disadvantage. I
Oh,
don't
then why'd
have-
you roll
I have
twice?
that, because it was cocked.
Oh, okay.
It was
Um,
yeah. It was like right on the edge of the die, so it. That is a 26.
Okay. There's no way it can perceive you. So you sneak up behind this druid, and
I
you-
have my
and-
bow ready to shoot if
So you and you grab it around the head, and you start to put it into a chokehold. Go ahead and do an opposed strength check against this thing.
Oh, you should probably.
Oh no.
I did not roll good on that.
Oh no.
Strength check
Strength check. Just give me your strength plus your modifier.
7.
I shoot.
Oh. So okay, well hold up. So
on.
you see that Francisco goes and throws his arm around this druid's neck and goes to choke him. The druid gets picked up, legs kicking on in the air, slams back down and throws Francisco over the top of him. Francisco, you land on a barrel. It smashes, and now everyone roll initiative.
Oh goodness.
We don't get our surprise attack?
No, that was the surprise attack. That
Oh,
was
you
the
ruined
surprise-
everything.
Hey,
So everyone
hey,
give me your initiative.
it was fun.
Oh, Merlin, you're supposed
15.
to be my champion.
Okay, Francisco, 15.
I gave you vigilant blessing last session.
You
Imra.
did. Let me
And you never
who?
used
roll
it. To Imra.
that. Much better.
Because she was going in alone, so I had vigilant
yeah.
blessing her.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Which
a-
doesn't
that's
go away
much-
until I cast it again.
Okay. What'd you get, imra'lyr?
16.
And what'd you get, Kinsley?
21. I rolled a
Okay.
19.
Nice. Okay, so Kinsley, you are up first.
Okay. Don't know how. Okay. I'm going to guiding bolt.
Okay.
So I will cast guiding bolt and try to hit him. 25.
25 to hit. That
To hit.
definitely hits.
Yeah. Because I rolled an 18. Holla. This is 46. Oh, goodbye, one dice. I have to do one more. Whoop. 15 radiant damage, and the next attack on it has advantage.
Okay. It is now this druid's turn, and you see that it gets hit by this guiding bolt, and it kind of shakes its head a little. It tries to look over and see who did it to it, and Kinsley, you're standing there in the doorway. You see that it's getting angry, and it goes, "Ah, shibli, shibla, shibla, ah!" And then all of a sudden, out of one of the vats where a crack was, 24 twig blights come ramming out of this giant vat. It looks like a wave of twigs just running for you, Kinsley. The druid is going to turn around and it's going to attack Francisco, who is actually, because of the way I stated it, prone on the ground. Unfortunately, I did it for flavor, but I'm going to have to stick with it.
He did it. He beat me by that much.
Well, he got an 18 and with a plus 0. So he
Well,
beat
you
you
did only
pretty
roll a 7.
well.
I rolled real bad.
So he is going to look straight at you, and he is going to cast Thunder Wave.
Wait. Is this lightning-based damage?
It is. So you have resistance. So half damage on you. But you also have to make a Constitution saving throw. And if you pass, it'll take quarter damage because it's half damage if you pass. So con save.
Dice are not in my favor. That was a 10.
Oh
dear.
Yeah, you failed. So you'll
Well, at
take
least it's
half
half.
damage.
Wait, bye.
2. So 4 halved to 2. Okay. It is now. So what I did is I put these twig blights in groups of 4.
How many
So-
are there?
There's 24 of them. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one roll for each group of 4. So it should be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, how come this came out so weird? Oh, that's what it did. Okay. Well, I'm going to make one attack for every group of 4. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's bad if you hit, though.
Not necessarily,
A lot.
because it's like they're little twig blights. Like they only have 4 hit points apiece. So I mean, they're not that bad. So I'm
That's
going
what
to have...
I said when some Sturges attacked.
I don't know why this is set up so funky. But I'm going to go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll just do that. So first group of 4 is going to swing.
They're all swinging on me.
So 4, yeah. So the first group is swinging on you. Yeah, they saw you attack the druid, and it said blah, 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 and sent them towards you. So 16 to hit for the first group.
Nope. They missed.
21.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So group
Ding.
1, 2. This is like my encounter thing is screwed up, so I'm just gonna do it by hand.
Yeah, I can't use it. Make me sad. Bishop scribbled.
Group 3. 12 plus 3, 15 misses.
Nope.
Okay. So those are the 3 that got to you. The first group hit, and that's 1d4 for each of them. And there was 4 in the group. $13 damage.
Ow.
Ow.
Okay. So that group went. It is now imra'lyr's turn.
I Hunter Marks the Druid for my bonus action.
Okay.
And
Nice,
then
nice.
I will shoot my bow and arrow at it.
Okay.
That was bad, Mint. Hold on. 12? No, not 12. 11.
11, that hits. The druid? Yeah, that hits.
Thank goodness. Okay,
Yeah.
so let me just roll my second attack. That's even more. Cool. By 1. Okay, so that is...
Well, do your damage first before you decide you're going to hit that druid.
Oh.
So just do your damage real quick, and
Okay.
then we'll say that it can apply to one of the groups of twig blades.
Well, I am going to add my my hunter's mark and my Oh, I already bonus action, so I can't actually do that one. So, 8 points of damage for the
Okay.
first shot.
Okay. So, and yeah, then you didn't kill it, so keep going.
The next 7, 8, 13 points of damage.
All right. So this druid drops after it gets hit. Are you using your gun or your bow?
My bow.
Okay. So
I'm
you
trying to not be super loud,
Okay.
even though Francisco made a ruckus.
Hey,
So-
it was fun.
So as Kinsley is standing there in the doorway, getting just volleyed by these twig blights, imra'lyr, what she does is she steps back a little bit, takes a running jump at the door, jumps over Kinsley's head, pushes off the side of the doorway into the other room, deftly lands on all four, and starts shooting arrows at the druid, hitting him and making him fall to the ground. And the druid falls on top of Francisco.
Did he die?
It's
Yes.
down. Yeah, he died.
Oh,
Francisco, it's your turn.
I was not expecting it to be that easy.
Excuse me, sir. Wait. He dead. Oh, I push him off me. I stand up.
he's dead.
And I go after the closest twig blights, I guess.
Okay. So you can run after the groups that are going to Kinsley. So that would be. Let me see. Groups 4 and 5 are closest to you.
Okay, I will take group 5.
Okay.
And I attack! My first attack is a 24 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Okay. That is 15 points of damage.
Okay. So you kill 3 of them in group 5, and the other one is barely alive.
And then I'll take my second attack,
Okay.
which is a 19 to hit.
That hits, so you destroy the last one in group 5 and swipe through into the second group. Do your damage, and we'll calculate how many you kill.
Noise.
That is another 12 damage.
Okay, so you kill another 3 in group 6. There is 1 left alive.
I am Francisco, the plant killer!
Good job, everyone.
Goodness.
Okay.
I mean,
decided.
there is one left.
It is group 4's turn, and they too are going to be going after Kinsley.
Rude.
And they only got a 13 to hit, so they miss. And now it is me's turn.
I'm still invisible. There's only one left, so. All
Well,
there
there's only
one
one
left?
There's one
And there's a
left in one of the groups. There are still 1, 2, 3
Oh,
times 4, so there's 12 left on Kinsley right now, and then a straggler by himself.
all right. I reach my hand down to the ground and I say, "Sisters, please arise and help me in this fight." And I do summon woodland creatures, and I summon 2 dryads to fight by our side.
Cool. So how does that work?
So it's basically just like conjure animals, except it's I summon 2 dryads. That's the only difference. It's
What
a-
do they do?
Oh, same thing. They can fight. I roll initiative for them, and I can summon up to 2 of them because their CR is 1, and I can summon 2 CR 1 creatures.
Cool.
So do you have their stats that you can?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And do they attack on your turn, or do they have their own initiative?
It says they have their own initiative, but I don't know if you're doing it like you did the animals, to where
Yeah,
they do
we'll
bonus.
just do it on your turn. So go ahead and have the druids attack.
Right. The first one is going to attack with its club. It says actions: club, melee, weapon attack, and club with shillelagh. So I think that's-
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh.
Okay.
Would I have to cast that? Yeah, I guess it would have to cast Shillelagh first. So.
Yeah, so it casts it, and then it would attack with Shillelagh on its next turn.
Okay. So, one will cast Shillelagh and one will attack.
Okay.
13.
13 for the little guys definitely hits.
Right. Wait, that's not a D4. This is a D4. That's 2 points of damage.
Okay. So one of the little guys in one of the groups looks hurt. Okay. It is now the guys in groups 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, back to the top of the round, and all three of them are still on Kinsley.
Wait,
Or was who's the
I
first?
thought I
my
was the
bad,
top
my
of the
bad.
round.
Yeah, Kinsley,
I'm
I
at
take that back.
21.
Yep, you go
Yeah,
first.
that's right. I go before.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at two different
many are-
initiatives right now. So I just didn't look at the right
This
one.
makes a difference, though. This makes a difference.
Okay, go ahead.
How many are around me? How
So-
many are around me?
There are 3 groups of 4, so there's 12 on you.
Okay, so they all need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, I'm just doing this.
I pull out my holy symbol. Yep. I pull out my holy symbol and I say a word, and they
What's
have
the
to make
word?
a don't make me think of a
Banana.
word.
You have to think of a word.
No, just let me do it. I can't brain. Don't ask me to think of things right now.
No brain. No brain. What's the con save?
For real.
13?
15.
15. Okay. What do these guys have for con?
I got a high DC.
These guys got a +1 to con.
Don't make me brain.
It's okay.
I literally can't.
So 2 of the groups passes, 1 of the groups fails. What are you casting?
But okay. Word of Radiance. it's the within 5 feet of me.
Oh, okay, yeah, all 12 of them are on
that
you,
is-
so...
Yeah. Yeah. So that's 10 total radiant damage.
Okay, to the ones that
whomever-
failed.
All of the ones that failed.
Okay, that is just enough to kill all of them in group 1. So now you only have 8 on you. 4 of them fall off.
Well, it would have been like to them individually.
So what I'm doing is I'm taking the
You're
damage
treating it
total,
like a swarm.
and I'm treating it like a swarm
Okay.
or like a cleave. Essentially, you guys are getting
Got it.
cleave. So yeah, now it is the other 2 groups' turn that are still on you. So they're going to take a stab at you.
It still makes a difference.
Yes, it does. 17 hit.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so both groups fail. They do not hit you. imra'lyr, it is now your turn.
I move my hunter's mark because I'm not gonna waste that spell. Since
You're
I
gonna move it on like one, I guess it'd be one
Yeah.
swarm. I'll let you have one swarm.
Okay,
Right, yeah.
I did that.
Yeah, if you're
I
gonna
mean,
do
you
that,
can
all of a sudden-
gotta all be a
action
swarm.
move it.
You can bonus
Yeah,
action
that's
move
what
it.
she's
Yeah,
doing.
bonus
Oh,
action.
yeah.
Kill it.
Yeah,
I know,
You don't,
yeah.
you don't recast.
Right, it's a move.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right,
I was
right.
just
So
thinking.
I-
I was just thinking you're
Bonus?
moving from like the druid to
Right.
like one of these little twig blights, but I'm allowing a swarm. She's gonna do a swarm. So Kinsley, all of a sudden you see like these red marks light up for these little twigs all over you.
Kinsey's
mean-
very confused.
I rolled a nat 16.
That definitely hits.
Okay, so that's my first shot. 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage
Okay.
to whichever one I hit.
So that's enough to almost kill off an entire swarm. There's one left with that looks really hurt.
I have another shot, so I'm going to take it.
Okay.
10 more points of damage.
Okay. So you kill off that one. And then that's 9 left. So you kill 2 on the other side, and then there's 2 left. So altogether, that's 4, 5, 6 twig blights are left. Francisco, it is your turn.
I can swing my glaive.
No,
14 to hit.
Oh.
That hits.
They're just twig blades.
I'm realizing
10
planar war
damage.
is better than 100.
Okay.
It's fine.
So you fully kill the rest of that group. There is one group left, and they are going to go after Francisco. Unless, are you going to take your second attack? Okay, go ahead and take your second attack.
That's 20 to hit.
Definitely hits.
And that's another 11 damage.
Okay. So you fully kill 2 of them. There are 2 left, and one of them is hurt. It is their turn. Those 2 I'm going to roll separately for, and they're both going to attack you, Francisco.
Come here, come and do my protein shake. I need more protein.
18 and 16.
They both hit.
Okay.
My AC is 16.
No.
That's 9 damage to Francisco. And me, it is now your turn. There are 2 of these little
Alright.
twig bites left, and they are just ripping out the hair of Francisco.
I'm going
Get up, get up! Get into my protein shake!
I'm going to attack one with Lightbringer, and then one of my dryads is going to attack with the shillelagh attack.
So they're a swarm right now, so go ahead and just
Okay.
make your one attack, and if you do enough damage, you'll just kill them both.
Or
What'd you get to hit?
17.
That hits.
And then it's 1d6. That's 1 point of damage.
Okay. Go ahead, have your dryads attack.
Dryad with shillelagh.
Uh-oh.
That's a 10 to hit.
That misses.
Oh.
Then the other one without shillelagh. This is 9 to hit.
Oh, that misses.
I'm seeing a trend with like just me in general.
So me goes to swing, not super used to Lightbringer yet,
Bonk.
still is able to manage to hit one, barely scrapes it, and it's like, ah. And then the dryads come swinging, but Francisco's like, ah, get off me, and these dryads just can't seem to connect. Kinsley, it is now your turn.
Okay, we're gonna Word of Radiance again. So
Con saves.
make a con save.
The good word.
1 passed, 1 failed.
Okay.
Or you know what? It's a swarm. I'll say they both fail.
Okay. That's 6 damage.
That's just enough. Both of them fall to the ground. They are both dead. You guys are now in this big room with the 4 vats and a big staircase leading up in the center of the room. You have 24 of these little twig bites. They look like just, well, I guess no, they're small plants, so they're probably about yay big, anywhere between. Some of them are
Like
like
baby
really
grog
tiny.
sized?
Some of them look like like little like little Groots and whatnot here and
Oh,
there.
yeah, I meant Groot.
Yeah, and some of them are a little bit
forgot.
bigger. Some of them are probably around the size of a hobbit. So, yeah, and the druid is now dead in the middle of the room
I
as well.
go
And my
to
hair.
the druid and I check out the druid. Pat him down, look for
feel
anything
like-
interesting.
This was too easy.
Easy. Yes, I agree. I'm looking up the druid.
Okay, so go ahead and give me an investigation check if you're searching him.
12.
Okay, so you're looking around and you kind of start picking through pockets. You find lots of like bird bones and teeth, and it looks like these druids are very wild. They are definitely not domesticated in any way, sense, shape, or form. I mean, the clothes it's wearing are made of animal skins, and the headdress is like has goat horns and whatnot. Very wild and unkempt hair. You find like a couple of little just like maybe a couple copper pieces, because like living out here in the wild, they don't really need like money. And you find the flask with remnants left over of the thick syrup you saw it pouring into one of the vats.
I take the goat horns.
Okay.
I take the flask.
Okay.
I take a couple of those copper pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I also take the bird bones.
Okay. That's actually
Does-
probably smart for you. Now you don't have to look for little bones for lockpicks later.
Right. So, okay. Does anybody know how to discern what is inside this? They were pouring it earlier into the wine. Any alchemist here?
Not really.
I have read some books. Maybe I can figure it out. Yeah, okay. And I go over and I look at the fluid.
I would
Okay.
like
What's
to
that
also try to
reading of-
inspect it.
So, Francisco, you have no history with alchemy or herbalism or anything like that. So go ahead and give me, what would that be, like a nature check, but with disadvantage, because you have no idea.
As a druid, can I try?
Either nature or medicine. I'll let you pick one of the two. Me, you can do it as well. Just a flat roll for you. You don't have much in studying stuff, but you are a druid, so I'll say you can do that. And if you're proficient in
Look
either
at that
nature or medicine,
face.
go ahead and do that.
That's a nat
13.
20.
Oh, yeah.
So, Francisco, what did you get?
I got a 17 at first and a 13, but the nat 20 is so good.
Yeah. So Francisco, you're looking at this stuff, and it looks like a thick, dark syrup. You're like, that might look good on my pancakes.
Could be cough syrup.
Yeah, you never know. You looking at it, you take it from imra'lyr, you smell it, and you're just like, ooh, that is a very strong poison.
That's poison.
Right, so we better take a note of that and let the people know that
Which,
their current source is contaminated.
Yeah, very
it's
much
probably all of them too.
so. Very
Probably.
potent as well.
That is unfortunate. Okay. My spell has dropped because I used another concentration spell. So, I can cast it again to see if...
Well, I mean, I didn't really,
I'm suspicious of how...
unchallenging.
Yes. That
You
makes
know,
me worried
don't
that maybe
think-
the others are either more powerful and this was just... Or they have a leader somewhere. I'm very concerned of how simple this was.
Or maybe we are just super powerful, you know? Have you thought
I
about
would
that?
really like to believe that, but I'm a little skeptical.
It was okay. It's good to be skeptical. It's fine. Let's continue.
Do I cast the spell again so we can try a second sneaking, or do I not waste
Yes, let
this?
me try and take out another
I
one from
can-
behind.
I
I'm
can
not going to
always-
do it so you can do that. It
I
would
mean,
be
I can
literally
always-
so I could shoot at something without them seeing me coming.
I can also cast Pass Without Trace as well.
Why haven't you been casting it?
Well, because you cast it before I did the first time.
You cast it first.
I just feel like we don't need it. I mean, I know that I'm not gonna be, very stealthy either way, but, that was a fight, and they've probably already heard us.
Maybe, that's true. Okay, so the second one that I saw was in one of the bedrooms upstairs, going through the things. So... And I
So you
don't
guys gonna-
remember.
I start going upstairs.
Start going upstairs.
You guys gonna make your way upstairs? Okay.
I'm going to stealth though.
Yes, we will stealth, but
Yes, we
I will
all
try
stealth.
to stealth.
don't just, you know.
Okay,
Don't
so
waste
everyone
his
give me a
spell.
stealth roll.
15.
And that's a dirty 20.
22.
Oh, I rolled a 16 and a 17, so that makes it 18 again.
All right. Francisco, what was yours? It was decent, right?
15.
15. Okay. So, imra'lyr, you take them to the stairs in the middle of the room that leads up to the upper floors. You know that this leads to a balcony that looks down over the vat room, but there you can either go to the right or the left once you get to the top of the stairs. You know that going right will get you to that printing press room where you saw one of the druids before. Do you want to sneak in that direction?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys start sneaking in that direction, going to the west side of the house. You go up another flight of stairs, and you creak open a door. Immediately to your right is going to be that room. Everyone give me perception checks as you poke your head out to look around. You are sneaky right now.
I rolled another freaking 3, so that's 10.
I also
Again.
got a 10.
8.
14.
Okay, so this thing rolled very poorly on its stealth check, so all of you see it.
That's fortunate.
So you guys look down and you see, looking into the printing press room, where imra'lyr kind of figured out that this is where they print the flyers for the Wizard of Wines and where they print the labels for the bottles of the wine itself. You see that there is a druid sitting there, and he is like kind of like underneath of a table, but his back is to you with the door wide open. So he doesn't see
shoot him
you, but
in
you
the
see him.
back.
You're gonna see. Okay, go
I
ahead.
have
Surprise
both
round.
of
Shoot him in
my-
the back.
I feel like we should be questioning them.
Okay. Don't kill him. Just knock him down and make it so that he... I mean, unless somebody has a tingling thingy. Breaking acid.
That's concentration, though. I don't have my dryads.
Nope. Yep.
I pretty sure I missed with an 8. I mean,
Yeah, you
everybody
missed.
should be attacking. This is a
Yeah,
surprise.
Yeah,
Wow.
when she
Yeah.
shoots, I'm going to be rushing in.
Well, but you
Yeah,
guys are
I'll-
looking through a door, so and she's shooting from far away, and you guys
So
aren't gonna
then
have time
they
to
can
get there.
no. They can rush in as I'm preparing to shoot. Like that's what
So
the
then-
surprise round is when you sneak up on somebody, you can everybody usually gets a chance to attack.
Well, the surprise, it depends on how you guys set it up. From what it sounds like, you set it up as if imra'lyr is shooting from the door. Because
I am,
you see
but
right
I'm
there,
waiting
like you
for
opening
everybody
and then
to-
Bam.
No.
So then
The
you
door.
guys
You said
need
the
to
door was
say that.
wide open.
I said
I'ma
you guys
run
look
in.
through the door. There's
I'ma run
another
in.
door, and he's sitting there, and you said imra'lyr shot. You didn't say that, okay, everyone sneak up and let's surprise attack. You just said imra'lyr
that
shoot.
was the intention from the
Well,
beginning.
you gotta
so
say that because I'm gonna play it the way you guys say it. So if you guys want to do a surprise round, go ahead and do that. So Francisco and Kinsley, you guys, I won't make you roll another stealth check. So go ahead and run in, and you guys can make your surprise attacks.
I would like to also run in with my surprise attack as well.
are you
Okay.
swinging your?
Yes, I'm my Lightbringer.
So for imra'lyr, you missed.
Mm-hmm.
Kinsley, Francisco, and me make your attacks.
28
That's
to
a
hit.
19.
Okay, and Kinsley, what'd you get?
Well, he must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, so we'll have Francisco go first since he hit really hard. Go ahead and do your damage.
That is a 11 points of
Okay.
damage.
Me, go ahead, do your damage for hitting.
That's 2 points of damage.
Okay, and wisdom saving throw, Kinsley.
Wisdom save.
17.
He passes.
Okay.
Which means he doesn't take any damage.
Okay. So, everyone roll initiative. You guys go in and start swinging on this guy under the table.
That's a 6.
13.
19.
8.
Okay. So, you guys start. Kinsley, what is your dex modifier?
Modifiers plus 2.
Okay, so you go first.
Okay. Make him make another wisdom save.
Okay. Only 4.
That means that is a 2d12. So 16 necrotic damage. And then what are my bonus actions?
So as soon as what did you do? What is that attack?
It's Toll the Dead.
Okay,
So it's the bells, but it's
So-
only for them.
right. So you
Because it
you
doesn't say that other people can hear it.
right. So you see that as you run in Kinsley, you watch as the bells come next to his head and smash into it, and essentially this druid falls limp onto the ground. But as he does, 2 vine blights come out from their hiding and start attacking you guys. Do you have a bonus action?
I'm not gonna waste a spiritual weapon, so that will be all.
Okay. Let me see something real quick. Okay, so these this first vine blight, you see that it is coming out from inside of the machines, these vines coming out from inside of the printing press machine, and they essentially form up to these tall vine blights. They are essentially the same size as you guys, and the first one is going to attack Kinsley and try to constrict her. Go ahead and give me a I guess it's a hit for them. So 16 does not hit, does it? So the first one tries to grab Kinsley. She moves out of the way, and the second one is going to jump at her. Or I guess, yeah, the first one misses. Francisco, it's your turn. You see there are 2 vine blights there in front of you.
Okay, I will go forward with my glaive and stab him.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack.
26.
That definitely hits.
What's with you and these rolls all of a sudden?
Yeah, you're hitting hard.
Nah. Thank goodness for that feat that lets me re-rolls 1 and 2s.
Oh, yeah.
That is 16 damage.
16 damage, all right. The first vine blight you swung at, you are able to chop off one of its viney arms, but you see as it lays there flopping on the ground, more vines slowly start to come and take its place. Go ahead and make your second attack.
That's a 13 to hit.
That hits.
It's 11 more damage.
Okay, you see that your second swing hits true, and you go and slice the whole thing in half. Essentially, it's standing there, and the left half and right half flop to its sides, and then slowly peel apart. And that first
They
one
call me
goes
the
down.
weed whacker.
Oh my gosh.
Weed whacker, Vern!
imra'lyr, it is your turn.
I'm gonna give
whacker.
I know, right? I give Francisco a weird look, and then I shoot at the other one.
Okay.
Oh, Merlin ran away. Okay. We'll roll a 6 instead. Come on. 13?
13 hits.
Okay. Ah. That's 5 points of damage for my first attack.
Okay.
My second attack.
Using your bow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a natural 18.
That hits.
I am going to bonus action also with planar wire. Hold on, let me make sure I'm using the yes, it's 1. Okay. 13 points of damage.
Okay. You see that your arrows fly through the air and they swarm past your friends that are in the room as you're standing outside making shots. The first one shoots and goes through the back of its head, and you see that the arrow comes out the other side, but it's still going. The second arrow shoots and goes through his shoulder, and he's still going. Me, it is your turn.
I'm going to cast Produce Flame and throw it at the twig blight.
Okay. Go
Vine.
ahead.
Vine, yeah. Ooh. Let's go. 13.
13 hits.
Everyone's rolling for 13.
I know, right?
Wait. 10 points of damage.
All
Fire
right.
Damage.
So you go up and you produce flame and just light this vine guy on fire. You see that the fire starts to engulf him, and these like weird, like croaky screams start emitting from it, and then eventually it just reduces down to ash. And you guys have cleared out these ones.
I go over to the druid. The intent was to knock him out, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Which is why I did Toll the Dead rather than a big
Okay.
hurty one.
Okay.
So
if the intent was to knock him out, then he is knocked out.
yes, we had stated that at the very beginning. Does anybody have any rope? I think I have rope. Hold on, let me see.
I have a rope.
Tie him up.
Do it.
I tie him up.
I slap the druid to try and wake him up.
I want this to be like a hog tie, you know, like his ankles and his wrists.
So he
tied
can't use
together.
his hands to cast any spells
Exactly.
or anything.
Okay, so you wake him up and he's
Hello,
What are you?
senor. How are you? How are you feeling today? Do you understand me? Do you understand the language I'm currently speaking to you?
I speak in Druidic. Hello there. Can you understand me?
What do you want?
Why are you taking over this winery?
It is our land. This is our winery. We can do with it what we want.
How long have you been here in this land?
Since before time began, we have been here.
Me,
Can I-
he's
can I-
totally creeping me out. What is he saying?
all you guys hear is
Hold on, guys. I'm discussing. Can I insight check him?
yeah, go ahead.
Insight. That is a plus 2. 30, 20.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, this guy seems to be telling you the truth. It seems that whatever group he's a part of has been here for a very long time. I mean, they essentially are as old as the forest itself. Maybe not him specifically, but the druids who have lived here. So yeah, you're not getting any lies from him, but you are getting evil intent.
So, you've decided to take action to take your land back. However, you're doing it in a very aggressive way.
Aggression is all people understand nowadays. And my lord and master Strahd will make it happen. You will see. Something big is coming.
You know, as accepting to druids as I've become, you just so happen to work for Strahd. You know, I'm kind of curious about what it would take to become an underling of Strahd. How did your druid companions and you become a part of his group?
The Vampire King offered us power and a way to get rid of all the people that have come into our land, and we plan on killing them, killing everyone, and then we will have it back. It will be all ours. There's nothing you can do to stop us, and my death will mean nothing to my clan. We have taken an oath of vengeance, and we will all die before we give in.
So you adhere to the voice of Strahd rather than that of the actual land. How ironic. Well, unfortunately, your use is limited. So,
What is he saying?
I'm gonna go ahead and get back to you.
Don't worry. You see that in between his hands, he produces flames and shoves it up into his face and kills himself.
No, you don't get the chance to kill yourself when I stab him in the face.
You do not get that satisfaction.
That is not allowed. No, you don't get your satisfaction. Only I do. Thank you. Good day.
So these druids wanted to take back the land. However, they decided to do it through malicious intent, and they also work for Strahd. So
Are they part of a bigger group, or what are they planning?
Yes, they have a clan, and this clan got power from Strahd, and they are trying to take over this land, which they believe is theirs.
Okay, but... Okay, so they're working for Strahd. They're part of a bigger group. He gave them power to take back the land. What power? What is he planning?
I don't know. I wasn't able to get that before he killed himself.
All he said was something big was coming.
He said something big was coming.
That's not
That's
comforting.
right. It does. We are the big thing that is coming. Yeah.
Your
mean, we always
confidence is
have-
inspiring. All
We
right,
have one more we can still question.
let's try and see if we can get anything out of them. So no flat out killing. Let's just aim for non-lethal.
Also, restrain their hand. Wait, hold on. He was hog.
Wait a second. I
was
He was hog-tied.
So he was like this, and he produced flame.
No, I
No,
said
behind the
his
back.
hands were...
Hog-tied.
I
That's when
hog-tied.
you're... Wait, he said he
Yeah.
hog-tied him. His hands
Well,
were
either way,
behind
his hands
back.
produced a flame, and he made the intent of trying to kill himself with it. And then Francisco freaked out and stabbed him. So he's dead
Okay,
regardless.
nothing's
well,
changed.
we have one more, and we'll be extra cautious with that one.
Maybe cut off his hands.
There you go.
There you go. I can do that. That's easy.
I can do that.
Kinsley, just look
Kinsley,
away.
just look away. Yeah.
You know, there's this one thing I read about once where a guy was tied to a chair. They cut out the bottom of the chair and they had a rope. And they, you know what? I'm going to stop talking.
You can tell me about it later because what?
Yes, it's weird. It was a weird book. I didn't finish it.
You never finish
Spooky
any of your
Josh.
books.
Spooky Josh, thank you for following. We
Hey.
Yeah.
Thank you, Spooky Josh. Okay, so we need to find the last one. Now, DM, do I not? I'm pretty. Was it in this room that I saw a druid? I thought you said they were in a bedroom last time.
No, it was, you saw it next to the bedrooms was the printing press, and that's where you saw them.
Okay. The last one, Emra would remember because it was just the same day.
Yeah. The
Lord
last
did
one
not.
the last one was in the basement.
Right. Okay. So the last one I saw was in the basement. This is also where there was a crack in the wall or something. It's sealed.
That the fungus?
Yes. So
The thing that we don't want to touch.
Yeah.
yes.
I
Be
really want to touch it.
don't touch
Don't
it.
touch it.
So be cautious. Do not, mess with it while we're down there. Maybe you can look at it and try to get a better sense of it. I did not have a lot of success in figuring out exactly what it was.
I mean, I could just ask it.
Marty Croft told us, but
It's for
It cools down.
refrigeration?
it cools
it'll
down the
freeze you.
room. But I want to know more about it. Because if it has useful properties, then there may, if the druids know about it, then that could potentially be a problem. So let's go downstairs, and we are going to hopefully find our last druid.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. So you guys are going back downstairs. So you guys, you're sneaking. So everyone give me stealth checks again.
17 and a nat 20. So I'll take the 17 because I have to.
19.
19.
11.
I got a 9.
Dang, the sneakiest one in the group got the lowest.
I rolled a 3.
Okay. So you guys all start making your way back the way you came. You go through the side door that leads to the balcony overlooking the vats. You slowly sneak down the stairs. And imra'lyr leads you to the back room directly below the balcony. You guys open it up, you walk inside, and what you see... Let me get there real quick. What was it that you see in that spot? That one. So you walk in and you see a glass blower's workshop, essentially. You see that a dirty window in the south wall allows dim light to enter the room. Wine bottles are manufactured here, as evidenced by the tools laying about. The wooden rack full of freshly blown glass bottles along the south wall, the hearth built into the southwest corner, and the barrel of sand standing next to it. And you see that there is a staircase that descends underground, and between it and the rack of bottles stands a barred door, which you assume leads outside. You guys are gonna sneak down there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys start sneaking down into the downstairs area. Go ahead and give me one more stealth check.
Music.
Roll 11. Oh no.
Get that I do.
It looks like imra'lyr was able to redeem herself. However, R2 cartoonishly noisy. Thanks.
That's a 3.
23.
It's a 5.
I
Okay.
like how I rolled the
Let's
exact
go.
same.
Let's go,
So-
Kinsley.
You guys are slowly sneaking downstairs. You guys get into this basement room, essentially. And you see that wooden pillars and beams support the 10-foot-high ceiling of this ice-cold cellar, which is split in two by a 5-foot-thick brick wall. A thin mist covers the floor. Each half of the cellar features an 8-foot-tall wooden partition that doubles as a wine rack. The western rack stands empty, but the eastern one is half filled with wine bottles. As you're walking down, you're looking around. Everyone give me a perception check real quick.
That's cocked. There we go.
22.
13.
25.
What was it?
22.
Yours, me?
22.
Imra?
13.
Francisco?
2.
Okay. So you guys look around, and as you walk down, Kinsley, you notice something moves behind the eastern wine rack. Through the holes, you glimpse a half-dozen humanoid figures, one with a full rack of antlers, and you hear a gravelly voice muttering the words of a spell. Kinsley, you are able to dive out of the way. Everyone else,
Wait, I got 22.
it got a nat 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you didn't notice it on its sneak. And everyone else is going to have to give me Constitution saving throws. Because it is casting Thunderwave at you.
What was that?
That's a 24.
Nice.
For your whole.
imra'lyr, what'd you get?
Hey, I had to do the magic
17.
arms.
17. Me, what was your con save?
Just a 5.
Okay, so me will take full damage. Imra, you will take half. Francisco, you will take a quarter. This is Thunderwave.
Yes! And I will take none.
11 to me, 5 to Imra, and 2 to Francisco. Everyone roll me initiative.
I
I should
scream.
be giving vigilant blessing to people, but I'm not saying I am. So I'm not, I
18
guess.
for Francisco.
17 for me.
Just a sec, one sec.
I was so close to a nat 20 and then it rolled over.
I
Okay,
yell in Druidic. Yo, freaking frick. Just kidding.
Francisco, what'd you get?
18.
And me,
17.
Imra,
5.
Kinsley,
21.
21.
Yeah.
Nice.
21.
Yeah.
Kinsley, you start. You deftly dodge out of the way as thunder comes crashing through the small room you guys are in. You see that some of the wine bottles that were left on the shelves in the racks that divide the room come crashing down to the ground. But Kinsley, you deftly run against the wall, start running up towards it, and what do?
I cast my spiritual weapon at 3rd level,
Okay.
bonus action, and hit it. Try anyway. Nope, that's a 10.
10? Yeah, that
Don't
misses.
think a 10 hits. But I will toll the dead. So we must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 15.
Meets it.
Okay.
I do nothing.
Okay. You see...
Pooh.
You see that as this person is thrusting itself forward and doing the thunder wave, from behind it come running out 6 needle blights, and they start rushing you guys. There 3 of them go before anyone else, and as Kinsley is running towards it, one of them is going to meet up with Kinsley. The other 2 are going to be running towards Francisco. So
Away me.
At least I don't have all of them on me this time. Because that was crappy.
So the first one is going to take a claw attack at Kinsley. 11, that misses.
Nope.
The other 2 are going to run
see
up
me.
to Francisco.
See me?
And they're going to take claw attacks on Francisco. One of them definitely hits with a 21, and one of them misses. So Francisco with the claw attack.
Wait, 21?
A 21 to hit. Are you going to do shield?
It's not enough.
Okay. So it does 8 damage to you with claws, 8 piercing damage. And now, Francisco, it is your turn.
Okay. Thinking, give me a second.
You can do it.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is maybe actually. Okay, can I see the guy?
The main druid?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see him.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I am going to cast Witch Bolt on him.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh no.
10 does not hit, does it?
Does not hit this
That's what
guy.
I have.
Okay, but I will use a feat thingy that I have as a Tempest Sorcerer, and I will launch myself 10 feet towards him, not incurring opportunity attacks from the
From the other
blights.
guys? Okay.
Yeah.
Blights.
Yeah, and I run up to him and I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" I love you too.
I love you too.
Okay. Well, as you are there, it is that guy's turn, unless you have anything else you want to do. Are you thinking, Francisco?
I will go ahead and action surge
Okay, go ahead.
and take my 2 attacks on him. Okay.
Good choice.
Come on, hit him.
My first attack, it was not great. That was a 11 to hit.
That misses.
But the second attack is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
We'll also make this do the fainting strike to add additional things.
You get advantage for the next person that hits him?
Yeah. Next person hits him, and also I do extra D8 damage.
Okay.
So, That is 16 points of damage.
Okay.
And the next person to attack him has advantage.
Okay. So it is now this guy's turn. He is Kinsley. How far away were you from him when you cast the thing? Because you ran around the side and started running towards him, and you cast your spiritual weapon. How far away did you want to stay away from him?
I wouldn't have started running towards him.
Do we not
Okay.
have a map for this? Because it would be useful.
Yeah, we do, but it takes so much time for me to like draw things and move things around that it's a lot easier for me to just remember where you're at, and then we can get through the combat relatively quickly, because it takes a long time unless it's a big important fight. If at that point I will bring out a map, but something quick like these guys, like I don't want to spend so much time doing
It's a
that.
lot.
Because you'd have to do it 3 different times.
It does a lot.
Because all
So
my
just
stuff
tell me how
I
far
can
away
do
you wanna
from
be.
60.
Were you going to be
Well,
in
how
front of
big
the
is the
group, or
room?
it's not very big? It's like 20
I
feet
was-
by 50 feet.
I would have ran to the side,
Okay, so I'll say
not
you're probably.
necessarily forward, just more to the
I'll say
side.
you're probably about 30 feet away from him and like 20 feet away from your companions, 10 feet away from your companions.
Yeah.
So you'll see that this druid, after he gets wailed on by Francisco, he starts muttering words and his eyes turn green. And you see that the floor quickly starts to grow all these vines and everything. And he starts to cast Entangle. And he's casting it in a 20 square foot. So that would get Kinsley, me, imra'lyr, and then Francisco ran up to him, so not Francisco.
Well,
Funny
I
thing,
would have.
I think I'm actually immune to that.
Hold on.
You haven't gone yet, so you guys are starting at a section of the room. imra'lyr.
Okay.
So you haven't moved yet. So, and Kinsley only ran about 20 feet away from you, and it's a 20-foot square.
I have
So-
advantage.
Yeah, so he's going to be casting Restrain. So a creature in the area when you cast a spell must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangled plants until the spell ends. So go ahead and everyone give me strength throws.
Which I have advantage on, because I'm a druid of land, so...
No,
What'd you get?
Strength.
2 or
Okay.
plus 2, so 4.
That's
Okay.
that's a 14 minus 1, so that's a 13.
Okay, you pass.
It's a 10.
Kinsley fails. So Kinsley and imra'lyr, you guys are now wrapped up in these vines. You are essentially restrained, so you cannot move, and any attacks against you get advantage, blah, blah, blah. And at the end of your turn, you can you can use your action to make a strength check to try to break out if you want. Yeah. Cool. So that was its turn. And now it is one of the needle blight's turn. The needle blights are kind of two of the needle blights are hanging back, and one of them is going to shoot its needles at imra'lyr. Terrible miss. Got a nat 1. Me, it is now your turn.
I'm going to go ahead and get 30 feet in front of this guy. Kind of
Okay.
go against the wall, so I'm not like... I kind of try to be behind one of my companions.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Produce Flame, and then I'm going to hurl it at him.
Go for it.
14?
14 does not hit.
Nani? Alright. I'm gonna make both of my dryads cast Shillelagh, so their next attack has a +5, so
How long do those guys stick around?
an hour.
Okay, yeah, you're good. Okay, so
It's
those
concentration.
Guys... Okay, it is now the last needle blight's turn, and he too is going to take a shot at imra'lyr with his needles.
What question?
Yes.
What Trevor did for the advantage, is that only on melee attacks?
Oh yeah, they should have been going with a. No, wait. Francisco, is yours only melee attacks, or is it just any attack?
Your next attack roll against a chosen creature.
Okay,
Oh,
so any attack.
Wait, let me read this real quick. You
Oh, is
can
it-
spend 1 super die
Is it for you or for your companions?
to gain advantage on your next attack roll. So,
So
mine.
it's just
Your next attack.
Francisco's.
Got
Okay. So
Got it.
this got a 21 to hit you, imra'lyr, so I'm assuming that hits.
That would hit me.
Oh, wait. Shillelagh is a bonus action.
Is it a bonus
Do they
action?
get? Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Do they get an action and a bonus action?
What does
Wait,
drive
should.
I assume they
say?
would.
Pretty
Yeah.
sure they
Because it's
would,
their
yeah.
own turn, technically.
Yeah. So yeah, they could cast Shillelagh and then attack.
Yeah, Shillelagh is a bonus action.
So is that okay if we let them attack or?
Yeah. It says you can cast. They can cast Shillelagh once a day.
Oh.
So then one
But
of
yeah,
them.
Shillelagh is a bonus action.
Okay, so then one of them, can't cast it, but the other can.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so then the other one could still attack though.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead, and if you want him to run up, make an attack, go ahead.
Yeah. Also, Shillelagh lasts for a minute, so we'll have it a couple rounds.
Okay.
Alright. So then the first one without Shillelagh, that is a 12 to hit.
That misses.
All right, next one with Shillelagh. That's a 16 to hit.
That hits.
All right. And that's 1d8 plus 4. That's 8 points of damage.
Okay, good to know. Okay, so
Alright.
the Needle Blight had shot at imra'lyr and hit with a 21, and it does 10 piercing damage to you, imra'lyr. And it is now your turn.
I cast darkness over myself.
Okay.
That's a big radius.
It's a 15-foot radius,
So
and you can't see it through it.
yeah,
like-
yeah, darkness we can't see
Yeah.
through. You can't see out. There's no magical thing that'll make it so anyone can see through it unless you're a warlock and you have that feat or whatever it is. So yeah, so you go dark. Everything within 15 feet of you goes dark. Unfortunately, you are the only one that falls within that 15-foot cube. So yeah.
But because they can't see me,
Mm-hmm.
would they be getting a disadvantage against their attacks on me or anything like that?
Yes, they would be essentially throwing in the dark, but since you are
So it's
you
a
are
straight roll.
restrained, it's a straight roll. Yeah.
Cool. That was my intention.
Okay. Anything else?
Let me check my bonus actions real quick. Oh, you know what? Dang. Okay. Tell me this, DM, before I actually cast darkness real quick, because I'm just... Can I Misty Step out of this? Because it's teleportation.
Misty Step out of the entangled.
Yeah, because I can Misty Step 30 feet.
Yeah, I
To
mean, I
any-
don't see why not.
Okay, let me do that instead.
Okay.
So I will bonus action Misty Step out of my location.
And where are you going to?
It would be nice if I could see.
I know. So let me tell you, like, where everyone's at. So you've got Kinsley at the top of the room. Like, you guys are essentially in a rectangle room, like hot dog wise, so long wise. On the top part, you have Kinsley, and she's got a needle blight on her, attacking her, and me is up there as well. And then directly out in front of you, you have Francisco with the druid, and you have 2 needle blights in between you guys, and then 2 more needle blights on the other side. So Francisco essentially has the druid and 2 needle blights right in front of him.
Can I see somewhere like a perch, like a shelf I could fit on, or a table or something where I can get off the ground?
Everything, there are no tables or anything in here. The only thing essentially is like wine racks. I guess there are some barrels. You can
I'd
Misty
like
Step.
to Misty Step on top of a barrel.
Okay, go ahead.
And then I am going to use my gun
Okay,
and take my 2 attacks.
go for it.
DM,
shooting
real
at?
quick, I have a correction about my turn. I didn't realize that the Tempest thing that I did is a bonus action, and so is fainting attack. So because I did the Tempest thing, I technically couldn't have done fainting attack. So
That's okay. We'll just let it slide for this time.
Okay.
I don't want to keep going back and retroing everything we do because we've already done it multiple
I just
times
want
this
an
round.
air of
So,
honesty, you know.
I appreciate it. We'll just let it slide for this time, and we'll remember it for next time.
Also, so the internet doesn't at me.
So I rolled a 22 on my first attack.
Okay, who are you attacking?
The druid.
Okay, so you Misty stepped onto a barrel and you're now shooting at the druid. Okay.
Yes,
that
because
hits?
Misty Step is a bonus action.
You said 22, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely hits.
Let me take my next shot. 13.
13 damage.
No. 13 for the second shot.
No, that misses.
Okay, so I only roll it once, but I'm planar wiring it, so that's 2d8. Or no, not 2d8, because I'm using my gun, so that's a different. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm using my gun. Okay. Not bad, man. 22 points of damage.
22.
Yes.
You essentially destroy this guy completely. Like you said you're using your gun to shoot him.
Yep.
You essentially blow a big hole in the center of his stomach. And he just flops and drops to the ground.
Well, there goes an non-lethal.
Anything else, you
Oops.
guys?
Nope,
Or
that's
anything
my
else?
turn.
Okay, it is now top of the round. Kinsley, you're up. You've got one needle blight on you. There are two in the center of the room that Francisco essentially jumped away from. And then Francisco, now you have two more standing in front of you that were shooting needles at imra'lyr.
I will move my spiritual weapon on top of one of the needle blights attacking Francisco
Ignoring the one right in front of you? Okay.
for now. That's a natural 18 plus 7.
That
25.
definitely hits.
And that is going to be, because I cast it at 3rd level, 2d8. Right? Yes. Ooh. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 bludgeoning damage to that one.
Okay. You see that your giant, what is it? What did you make it appear as? Is it still a big glaive?
A glaive. It's
Okay.
a big glaive with
You see
the
that
two
this
blades.
two on each side. So you see that
I
this
hold up my
glaive,
glaive.
you see that this glaive starts to spin, and as it does, it spins directly through one of the needle blights, and it explodes in a shower of needles, falling to the ground.
Now that's a weed whacker.
Yeah.
Not that Kingsley knows what that is.
Let's be honest, none of our
I'm
characters
going to I'm gonna word of radiance the one on me, myself.
Okay.
So we must make a constitution saving throw.
7.
It fails. Ha 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 ha. That was only 3 radiant damage.
Okay.
That sucks.
Okay, it is now the needle blight that is on you. Its turn, and it's gonna slash you with its claws.
It can try.
19.
It fails.
Okay, so it slashes
Does
at
not
you and
hit me.
fails. You see that there's a needle blight standing in the middle of the room all by itself. Francisco had just jumped away from it, so it's going to turn and it's going to rush at me. And me, it's going to try to get you with its claws.
Oh.
18 to hit.
Yeah, that hurts. Yeah.
That hurts then.
Oh no.
Okay. That's 7 piercing damage to me.
That's not bad.
Okay, Francisco, it is now your turn. You've got... so you've got 1 needle blight in front of you.
That's right, you're welcome.
I smack him with my stick.
Okay, go for it.
Bam! Smack his back.
13.
13, that hits.
That's 16 points of damage.
Okay. 16 points of damage, and you start learning from the glaive. You start spinning your glaive, and then you start spinning it over your head, and you bring it slicing down on the other blight, and he explodes in a shower of needles.
perfect. Then I'm
And
going
just give him a
to
thumbs up.
I'm going to turn around and attack the one that is on me. Can I get that far?
So you have one. Yeah, you have one in the middle of the room and one on me. You have enough movement to get to me. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I go to the one that's attacking me.
Okay, go for it.
And I quit, baby.
Nice.
So 9, 18, 6. That's 24 damage.
Oh man. Yeah, you slice through this one as well. Another one goes down. All the only ones left are one that's on Kinsley and one more that's in the middle of the room. Me, it is now your turn.
Get whacked.
I go to the middle of the room with either dryad on my side, and we're all going to try to beat down this one sprite we probably all missed. So let's
like a gang of druids.
yeah. Come on, sisters, let's beat this thing up. All right, so first with my fire. That's just 10. 10.
That
With
misses.
Then the dryad without the shillelagh. That's a 4.
That misses. Both your dryads miss.
The one with the shillelagh. 17.
There you go.
There you go.
Hey, just means you have 3 attacks, 3 tries.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, essentially.
1d8 plus 4. Yeah, 7 plus 4, so that's 11.
All right.
Yeah, 11.
11.
11 is the exact amount of damage you needed, and you were using
Good.
Lightbringer.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm using Lightbringer. I go to whack it, and I miss. The other dryad goes to... Oh, no, sorry. I go to fire it, but it misses. The other dryad goes to hit, but it misses by hitting the ground. And the other dryad just looks at us both and goes bonk.
I fired and I missed. And I fired and I missed. And I fired again.
All right. So you destroy this needle blight, and as you do, looking over towards the stairs, you see there is a shadow standing in the doorway. You see a long, crazy, gnarled red hair, and you see a big, disgusting black staff in its hands. You see that it's essentially made of dark, gross wood, and it starts talking in this weird language, and you understand it. And it's like, you came to our land, and you thought you could destroy us, but we'll kill you! And he is going to cast Thunderwave. So everyone, give me con saves.
Real quick,
Black
before
staff.
at the moment I see that staff, I yell out to everyone, I call dibs.
Oh my
It's a
goodness.
it's a what save?
Con save. Francisco, you pass.
18.
Me passes.
7.
You fail.
Yeah.
14.
You pass.
It's been treating me so nice all night, and now it betrays me.
Oh, so Kinsley will take full damage. imra'lyr and me will take half. Francisco, you'll take a quarter.
Okay. I can take it.
Well, you only take a full 5 damage. So you take 5.
take
imra'lyr and me take 2. Francisco, you take 1.
It kind of tickles, you know?
Yep. So yeah, this other seemingly, you assume another druid came out of nowhere, standing in the doorway and lights up the room with the thunder wave. And in fact,
I didn't see that one.
this needle blight fails too.
Oh.
So it takes damage. imra'lyr, it is now your turn.
I swivel around and I shoot at it.
Go for it.
You
Me
were
looks
doing
to the
really
needle blight,
well.
then to the druid. Did not look happy.
11.
That misses.
I try again. Oh, that was a much better. Thank you, Viking. 24.
Definitely hits.
With my bonus action, I could use planar warrior for extra. Okay. 18 points of damage.
Okay.
Remember, him are non-lethal.
I don't know if that's going to be worth it at this point.
I want it.
Kinsley, your turn.
Yeah. Okay. So I have this needle blight still on me, yeah?
Yes, but he's looking real hurt.
So then I'm just gonna try to toll the dead it, so a wisdom save.
Okay. 5.
Hilarious!
Ew, pitiful creature.
10 necrotic damage.
All right, you see that the bells come back, and one swings up top, one swings the bottom, makes the needle blight do like a weird flip, and then just poof, disappears in a cloud of needle dust.
And then how far away is the druid?
Probably about 35 feet away from you.
How far away would you say he was from where the other druid was, or where I killed
Other
the
side
last?
of the other side of the room.
Is it 60 feet? Wait, how
It's
far
less
can
than
I move?
60 feet.
Let me just see, because I can only move it. Oh, I can only move it 20 feet.
Yeah, that wouldn't
So
be
then
enough
I'll
to get
use
it
my
there.
bonus action to at least move my spiritual weapon towards it.
Okay. That all?
That'll be it.
Okay, Francisco, your
At
turn.
least now
Is
we're
he-
just looking at the druid.
Is he on the stairs?
He is. He's like standing on the last step. The light pouring in behind him, so you don't really see his face. It's dark silhouette. You see crazy hair. It looks like it has a twinge of red to it. And you see the big, dark, gross staff. And go ahead and give me a perception check.
10.
Yeah, it just looks like a weird, gnarled looking staff. It looks like, yeah, you can't really see it.
Okay, so if I were to put myself in the way of the dude, imra'lyr wouldn't be able to shoot him, right?
Well, she would shoot with disadvantage, maybe, because it would give it half cover, so it would get plus to its AC. If you stand in...
I thought that allies were not a...
Wait, are you trying to get in the way, or are you just asking if you moved
I'm just
in the way?
asking if I were
Oh,
to
no.
be in front of him and attack him while he's on the step.
No, we're not gonna worry about you getting in the way unless you're
Perfect.
trying to get in the way.
No, I was wondering if I should suplex him or just attack him.
Oh, your call.
See, at the top of the stairs, just push him down.
He's
No,
on
he's
the
on the
last
last
step.
step.
Oh.
You know what? Oh man, I'm actually
Push him
tempted to
down.
suplex him.
Do it.
What you do?
I want to do it. Yeah, I want to suplex this man.
Okay.
Do it.
I guess oppose strength checks as you try to grapple him.
Come on.
Don't know which one.
Oh. Ah.
What'd you get?
11.
This guy got a 19. So you go to
Gosh,
try.
freaking dang it.
You go to
I
try
need
to
to stop doing dumb crap.
You try to go and grab him and suplex him, and as you go to reach, he ducks underneath, and he actually pushes you, and you like stumble backwards. Francisco, do you have a bonus action, or is that it?
He doesn't know.
He's probably. Right.
Let's try.
Second wind.
You second win. Okay, go
there
ahead and
you
do it
go.
up. Me, it is now your turn.
Okay. How far away is he from me?
Probably about 30 feet from you.
30 feet?
Heal for 7.
Alright. Me and my dryads are gonna walk. We're gonna strut up 30 feet.
Oh my gosh. He's making himself into a supermodel.
Me and my dryads at my side. We're like that intimidating business trio. Anyways, we walk up.
We're in a K-drama now.
Yeah!
or what's that one with the raccoon?
Goblin!
Yeah!
I was talking
No,
about
no.
the metal raccoon girl one.
Oh, Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, the business ladies. I'm thinking of the gorilla on the crane.
Oh, yeah. That's who I
Oh.
was thinking of first.
Okay, that's an anime, not a K-drama.
So I'm gonna walk up and I'm going to use Conjure Flames, non-lethal, and also I'm going to have both of my dryads attack. One with the shillelagh.
The thing about magic
Or-
is that it's almost impossible to claim non-lethal because magic is produced at a certain rate of power. Like you can't do the flames and then once the spell goes, it goes. Like you can't do fireball and say lethal fireball.
Well,
Like,
can
it
he
doesn't work
like
that way.
can he not like attack a certain spot, like his arm or something, and not try not to hit a vital spot that would create lethal damage?
I guess he could try to attempt that, but as far as magic goes, non-lethal needs to be a physical attack as far as I'm
Is that a
aware.
rule?
I'm
You
pretty
know,
sure it is.
I
And if
haven't
it's
al-
not, I'm going to say it is because with magic is produced at a certain amount of power. And if it happens to go over the threshold of which a person's body at that moment in time can deal with, they're going to die. So,
I've
That's just-
decided to change my plan though.
okay.
So I'm going to try to bonk him with my Lightbringer.
Okay,
And
that you
both
can
of
do
my
non-lethal.
both of my dryads will cast Entangle for 2 shots at restraining him.
Okay, go for it.
Right. And then I'm going to, like, hey guys, grab the staff. Yeah. Okay, I'm assuming 11 doesn't hit his AC.
No, it does not.
All right. So then Entangle cast on him twice. So he has to,
Pass 2 strength checks.
yeah.
Okay, so the first one, nat 20.
So I cast it twice.
Second one, only a 10.
Why are these guys like decent at strength checks?
I've just been rolling well on their strength checks. They have a plus
and
0.
I believe 10 does not pass, yeah?
I don't know. You have to check your spell. What's
I
their
don't
spell
have-
save? It should say on the Dryad. It should say what their DC spell save is.
Oh. Because usually, because I used to have Entangle all the time, but...
Yeah, but it's different per. So their DC is 14. So
Oh,
he
14?
failed. Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Well, he is now entangled, restrained.
Okay.
And
he
I'm,
is restrained.
real quick. Hey, guys, grab his staff.
Okay. After me, it is this druid's turn, and as it has Francisco and me right in front of him, he is going to take this staff and he's going to try to smack me with it.
Hey!
Okay. 17 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So it does.
I say in Druidic, you're strong. Stop it.
Your life will be mine.
He does max damage, so he does 7 damage to you.
Oh,
And me and Francisco standing right in front of him, as you see that as he hits you with this staff, it comes into the light and you see it, and the staff looks like it's burned ash, disgusting. It actually has black smoke swirling around it. It looks like it's been lashed together very crudely, and it starts to, as he hits you with it, it starts to bleed. And you see that this guy starts to actually look a little healthier.
I already called dibs.
I can't use it. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to.
I might be able to use it.
Ooh, okay. So you also see that as this happens, you see that in his eye starts to twitch and then goes off to the side.
Ew.
And you see
I don't think that stuff's good for anyone to use.
Yeah, that might be cursed.
I'll keep it, but I can, use
We're
use
gonna
it
look
for...
at it first.
Oh yeah, I'm not
things
gonna.
first.
I won't use it. I
First
won't
things
use it.
first.
Imra'lyr, go ahead, your turn.
I will shoot at the thing.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Definitely hits. Go
Oh,
ahead
with
and do your
So much
advantage
damage.
too.
Well, it's a nat 20. We don't need to
I
do
mean,
that. We don't need to do
let me
advantage.
see.
You can
I
roll
know.
see if you got a second one. For no
No.
reason.
No. Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, planar warrior, my
Are you
gun.
doing non-lethal?
How do
If
you
you want
do
to,
non-lethal with a gun?
Well, are
I
you
mean,
using your
I
gun? I
could-
thought you were using your
I-
bow. I mean,
No,
it doesn't matter.
I've been using my gun.
As long as
I
it's
mean-
not a magical attack, you can do non-lethal. With magical
I
attacks,
mean,
I'm gonna say that we can't do non-lethal with magical.
well, and I just looked it up. You're right. I guess everyone's like, don't kill him.
You can do
Yeah,
I
at
don't
this
care.
point.
I mean, I kind of just want to kill him at this point.
I
so
mean,
I'm
at
just
this
gonna-
point, the only
Yeah,
question
kill
I
him.
have is, was
It's
that
good,
staff?
it's fine.
I mean, I kind of wanted to, poke and prod him a bit.
Don't-
Did you do max damage?
on one of my dice. So
Well, remember your crit. We double the dice.
the
We
dice,
don't-
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Hold on, let me just make sure that I counted that right.
Real quick, before she actually murders him, I'm gonna say in Druidic to him. Yeah, no, I think your soul is ours, buddy.
It is too late.
What's 24 times 2
48.
plus 3?
Holy crap! How did you do 51 damage?
Well, it's
She critted.
2d10 for my gun. I got a 10, a 6, and then planar warrior is a d8, and I got an 8.
Oh,
So that's
my
24.
So on two of
gosh.
your dice, you got max.
Yeah. I rolled
Oh
really well.
My gosh, this guy is. You shoot and you shoot
Obliterated.
true. What happens is it shoots and it goes through his heart, through his body, ricochets off of a metal plaque on the other side, and goes straight through his head. So you took out both his heart and brain at once, and he drops this disgusting looking staff rolling from his hands.
Don't touch
Before-
that.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to detect magic
Okay.
since
ahead.
we're out of combat now.
I go over to the druid and I want to kind of. I didn't do
Yeah,
that. with the last
search him
one,
up
but-
and down.
Okay, so you start looking, you cast Detect Magic on this thing, and it is reeking of evil magic.
Okay. We're not gonna touch this. And I don't have it stocked.
Can we wrap it in something for now and put it away?
I'm going to take some extra rags and not touch it with my own hands, and I'm going to stick it in the bag of holding.
Really quickly, I would like to try something before we do anything with the staff. I make sure to let everyone.
What?
Okay. This is the idea. I saw that this staff was kind of like bleeding and stuff. So what if it is alive? Thus, to make it not dangerous, I pull out the cockatrice speak. I can maybe try to petrify it if it is.
So
I
everyone,
don't think it has anything.
everyone,
I mean, there's no harm if I poke it.
everyone, give me either a nature or history check.
I'm dumb as bricks. I got 6.
History.
Hold on.
I also got a 6.
15.
By the way,
But
it's
I
a plus
rolled a
1, so
5.
it's an 11.
Okay, on your nature or history, imra'lyr, which one?
They're both a +0. So,
Pick one.
okay.
Different information depending on what you're trying to do.
Let's do. I hang out with Aphrodite all day, so probably history.
History. Okay. So from the history, seeing, having hung out with Aphrodite and seen cursed objects, and having known whether or not Aphrodite's knowledge of whether or not something can be gotten rid of a curse, whether it's cursed or whether an item is inherently evil. You've kind of been around Aphrodite figuring stuff out like that. So you know the difference of whether or not it's safe to even keep something like this. And you have red flags going up to the point where you're just like, this should probably just be destroyed.
All right, so here's the thing. Aphrodite has dealt with several cursed objects, and he had me help him with many of them. And I really think that this should just be destroyed. There's no point in keeping it.
I cast Shocking Grasp on it.
I cast control flame or conjure flames.
I did get a straight up evil aura off of it, so
I attack it.
I attack it with both the cockatrice speak and fire.
So you guys essentially break it. So as you guys break it, all of a sudden, from far away, not far away, but from maybe outside of the house, you hear high-pitched screaming, as if hundreds of screams are sounding off at once.
Do you think this staff stores souls that it whacks?
That, or we
I'm
just
going up-
destroyed
going.
the druids who he gave this to. I pat down.
Heading outside.
I'm following Kinsley.
I want to look at this druid. I want to pick anything I can off of him.
Okay, so go ahead and give me an investigation check real quick, imra'lyr. And while she's doing that, Kinsley and everyone else who went upstairs, you make your way upstairs, and everything seems to be okay. Everything seems to be fine within the winery, and you poke your head outside, out the door you came, looking around, and you see hundreds of little blight bodies everywhere.
Oh. Well,
Well, I guess I wear it for nothing.
that takes care of that.
Real quick.
Yes.
I am with imra'lyr, and while she's searching the body, I'm taking its clothes because I like the druidy look.
Okay.
I rolled a
I
13.
put on the little skull hat.
This guy actually didn't have a skull hat on him.
Yeah, there's another one in the room that
Oh,
did.
with the antlers. So yeah, if you want to grab the antlers from the other guy.
I'll just search all the druids eventually.
Okay. And imra'lyr, you got a 13, you said? Mm-hmm. Okay, so searching this guy, you look at him and you see that, like the other druids, he has on like animal skin clothes, almost like an animal skin robe, essentially. He built himself like a crown of twigs and thorns, made himself a druid king because he found that, or he had this staff that he felt made him the ruler or whatever. You see that he's got rotted, disgusting teeth and crazy hair that's been painted red with blood. And on him is not very much. You see that he too probably has a couple of copper, some like bones and whatnot. And that's about it. They don't really carry anything of value.
I've been wanting to do this. I actually want to take the antlers of the other one.
Well, you have to fight me for it now.
I think
I
you
have-
already.
You took
Emma
you
had
took
already
the ram's
said that she was
horns.
grabbing it.
I did.
Yeah.
Imra'lyr
Okay,
grabbed the
that's
ram's
fine.
horns
Oh.
upstairs. Me grabbed the antlers of the one
Oh.
downstairs.
I'm going around finding all the druid hats I can, and I'm gonna have something to choose from. So I mean, if imra'lyr wants to take, one of the hats, at least.
Do you
if
want
I,
to trade?
mean,
I
what
just
do you
think it
have?
would look better on my bear, the antler ones on my bear skin that I am wearing.
Let me see what you got.
I got some the ram ones.
Yeah, they're ram horns, so they like essentially
Wait.
circle.
You have a bear skin?
Yeah. I've been wearing it this whole time.
Yeah, she stole it from like a house.
What?
Yeah, remember the
It
house
was
where you
a
1v1
bit
the
of a
big
hoarder
ghost board?
at this point.
Yeah. Okay. So there was the one where it's a crown of thorns, the ram's horns, and then deer antlers.
Yeah,
And then
it's
I didn't
essentially-
get to see the other one. What was the other one?
I don't think it,
It
had
didn't
one.
have one.
No.
No,
Oh,
it was
okay.
just crazy hair.
Do you want to
So-
trade?
So
I like the aesthetic with my bear.
Do they squiggle like this, or are they the ones that go like that?
Okay, so there's the
yeah,
ram ones.
The ram.
That. I mean, you've already kind of got the thing going on with
this
yours.
This is my own little like.
But I mean, it almost looks the same.
Okay, I'll trade. I'll turn them into like a war horn or something. I can maybe like hollow it out. That'd
That
be
would
cool.
be really cool. Here, yeah,
They're
do
already
that.
hollow.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. I'll just
I put on the antlers.
All right.
Okay.
I guess I have two.
I need to draw the
antlers I'm
new
gonna use
version
as-
of Imra.
So
I guess I'm gonna use these as war horns.
Okay, so eventually imra'lyr and me make their way back upstairs. They join Kinsley and Francisco outside, and you guys look throughout the winery at the outside, and you see that there are hundreds of different kinds of blights, and they must have been patrolling and watching and hiding throughout the winery everywhere outside. And you can essentially deduce that once you destroyed that staff, they all died instantly. So the winery has officially been cleansed of druids and blights.
Well, not all the druids.
Not a bad thing to, dispose of evil.
Yeah, I mean, it's just too bad that the voice they heard wasn't that of the good voice.
Yeah, it's okay. We killed people. It's fine.
Okay, so what we need to do now is return to our friends, give them the okay, let them know about the poison, probably give them this vial so that they can ascertain exactly what it is that they're dealing with, and it not be our problem.
Really quickly, before we leave them, we should probably figure out if their druid clan may come back. So
That's
maybe
a possibility.
I could ask the land, the grass and plants and stuff, if they've seen more druids.
Could they tell you what the clan is, what they're calling themselves, where they are located?
It's possible.
It's all, the land is all connected, but
I
I don't know. I'm just spitballing ideas.
I mean, it's possible.
They could become a threat later beyond what we've just dealt with, and I'd like to know.
I feel like I'm getting a closer connection, so there's a possibility.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so you guys slowly start to make your way back to the edge of the forest where the Mardikov clan are waiting with Zula, Spit, and the 2 children that you are taking to Kresk. And at this point is where we're going to take a little break. We're a little over time, and that's all right. So we are going to take about a 10-minute break. Everyone watching at home, thank you so much. We hope you're enjoying this night's episode of The Curse of Strahd, and we will be right back. Okay, we are back from break. So let's jump right back in. So you guys are walking back to the Martikov family. Eventually you guys do get there, and you see that Zula and Spit are sitting there playing with the 2 kids from Kresk, and Davian Martikov comes walking up to you and is like, so were you successful? Is everything okay?
Yes, and we also, took care of the incident with the issue of the blights and all that. There were
Your problem is gone.
Yeah.
But there is a chance that they may return.
Yes.
As in, they are a clan group of druid who's been here forever, and they are under the impression that they deserve to kill everybody and take back their land. Here,
and they're also
this is
under
for
Strahd.
You. Yeah, right. They work for Strahd.
Yeah.
Lots of questions and hypotheses, but at the moment, your greatest concern is the fact that they have poisoned your reserve of wine. So here is this bottle. This is what they dropped in it, but I would not be selling any of what is currently in your barrels.
Or maybe even use them.
Yeah.
Right.
That is unfortunate. Do you see exactly where they put them? Did they get to the hidden barrels that were in with the horses?
I don't know. I only saw one pour it in one of the barrels of where you have them opened and up and.
Oh yes, the vats. Yes, the vats. That would probably be the easiest way to get there for them. Unfortunately, but here, come,
I would
walk with me. Everyone, let's go back to the winery. Come with me. And he starts leading everyone back. And as he's walking back, he's sitting there talking with you guys. And he goes, unfortunately, I don't think it will matter very much because whatever we send to Erwin and Veleki today is probably going to be the last anyway. It is unfortunate, but I don't know why they even bothered to poison the vats. But
Why?
it is what it is.
Why is this gonna be the last shipment?
You see, he stops and he looks at all of you, ponders a moment, and decides, well, you did help me, and Erwin trusts you, and as much as I am not happy with my boy at this moment, I will trust you. So, this winery, the reason it is called the Wizard of Wines Winery is that it used to be owned by a wizard a long, long time ago. As to when, no one knows. The history of that is kind of lost to the annals of time. But what this wizard did, this was before Strahd came and any of that happened, but he came to this area and found that the soil was good, and that he felt he could implement some magic to help the grapes grow so he could make wine. So what he did is he instilled his magic into these little orbs, these pine cone-sized gems, and he buried them into the ground, and from there the grapes grew. And from that we've got our 3 different types of wine. We have the grape mash numbers of 3, the cheapest one that it still tastes good, but not terribly it tastes good, but it's not the best. And then you have what was that other one? And then you have the slightly more tantalizing Red Dragon Crush. And the last one, the one we haven't been able to make in a long time, was the rich Champagne de l'Estompe. It was the perfect wine. So delicious. It was amazing. But unfortunately, about, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, Erwin was supposed to be watching the vineyard one night, but instead chose to run around with his betrothed, and the gem for the Champagne de l'Estompe was stolen. From that moment on, the grapes for that wine stopped growing completely. It died. And then, 10 days ago, our winery was raided by a horde of weird scarecrow things. I don't know. They're like scarecrow constructs. They came and attacked us, and then they stole a gem as well. I assume that no good dirty Baba Saiga is against us, and she's the one who has been sending these scarecrow contracts.
Would you mind saying that name again? Who?
She's some dirty, disgusting old hag that's been around forever. Her name is Baba Lysaga.
Baba Lysaga, is she in an abandoned town around here, perchance?
As well, whenever her scarecrows, when they came from the direction of the ruins of Berez, if that is what you were talking of.
I think
We're supposed to talk to a...
I think it is on our list anyway. You know, guys?
Isn't there an elf that wanted to go there?
No, I need
No,
to
that
go
was
there.
something
That was
else.
the other one.
Francisco. Well, that is unfortunate.
Yes, and then he keeps talking. He's like, and then 5 days ago, these druids came. The scarecrows came and stole the Red Dragon Crush Stone. And then 5 days ago, the druids came and stole and dug up the last one. So the winery is essentially dead. If we cannot get those stones back, the winery cannot produce any more wine.
What would be the point of stealing the wine stones?
These stones are very powerful magic. They bring to life the earth. They bring to life plants. They bring to life. They give power to nature. And they have been stolen. They were given to us by the wizard to make wine, to make people happy. I mean, after Strahd came, my family stopped charging the inns for the wine. We were just giving it to them because it was the only thing here in Barovia that kept people going. And now with it gone, I'm afraid all happiness will soon be destroyed. There will be nothing left.
What if we could find these stones?
I mean, good luck. If you could find them, theoretically, they could be replanted and we could continue to grow wine. But at this point, all that is left, I am praying, is the wine that was hidden, and then the rest sounds like it has been poisoned and destroyed. So this delivery to Vallaki will be the last. And it is extremely important that it gets there. At least a little more happiness for a little more time. My two sons were going to take it there, but I'm afraid that if you say Strahd is in cahoots with the druids, then he is going to send something to destroy the rest of this wine, and it needs to get there. I don't expect you to go out of your way to find these gems. It is a fool's errand. If you try and you do and you succeed, great. Everyone would be so happy if you did, but at least could you escort the wagon and get it to Vallaki? So at least they can have their wine and the people can try to be happy for a little bit longer. I mean, you don't have to go the whole way. Get it close. It just needs to get there.
The fact that everybody is relying on wine for happiness, I don't know if this is necessarily a bad thing.
You see that Davian gives you a look. Oh, you have not been in Barovia long enough.
Do you remember the people who were selling their children for sweet worrels? Do you remember that?
Yes, but the fact
I
that
think
people
it-
are relying on these materialistic things to be happy, I don't... You have each other, you have families.
What bothers me is the fact that who knows what they're going to do with these gems.
That is more of what I am concerned about.
Family here in Barovia, to some of us means a lot. To us, Martikovs, it is important. And we have each other, but for a lot of other families here in Barovia, sometimes your family is so distant from you, not by choice, but so distant that it's as if you are living with strangers. Some people are lucky enough to have another in their family that loves them, that will protect them, but most people, there is a belief honed by the Vistani people, that there are many here in Barovia who are born without souls. Almost, 80% of the population born without souls. They do not laugh, they do not cry, they do not love, they do not connect with people. I'm sure you have noticed there are a number of people here in Barovia who do evil things and seem like they do not care. It is because they are individuals who do not have souls. At least as far as the Vistani are concerned. I mean, that may or may not be true, but these people leave the rest of us, the rest of the population, who do have souls, very depressed and sad all the time. So if those people need something to get them up every day, because the gods do not answer them, then I will gladly give it to them every day, as much as possible, for free. So that way they can try to feel happiness with the soul that they were given. People say it is a curse to be born without a soul, but I say it is a curse to be born with one, especially if you're not in a family that has an individual with, well, more than one individual with a soul. Does this make any more sense to you? Why this is so important, tall elf?
I do not believe, as someone who does not have a family, and as someone who has a broken soul, that the only way to find happiness is through materialistic things. It sounds like an excuse to indulge to me. But it is not everybody's understanding. And I am not going to get in the way of what they believe they need. But it is my opinion that going without and learning to find happiness with yourself, to you it may seem like a terrible thing. But as one who has lived it,
I am sure there are those in Barovia who have been able to find happiness with a soul by themselves. You may have run into someone that seemed very happy all the time but had no one. There are those out there, but remember, there must be a difference between someone who has a broken soul and someone who has none.
the only thing that I saw this wine do to one without a soul was make them do terrible things.
Unfortunately, that can happen too.
You know, I think the person was going to do terrible things regardless. But for the sake of the people who do need a little bit of a pick-me-up, I personally do not mind helping escort the wine.
I do not mind either. However, I do think it's in our best interest that we make sure that, I mean, I don't know if you plan on staying at the winery, but it's probably within our best interest to make sure to see that the druids are not planning to come back.
Well, yes, we do plan to stay at the winery. It is our home. It is everything to us, and it has been for generations. We will be here, and we will attempt to defend it again, if needs be. But for now, our purpose in this life right now, the Martikov family, is this winery. And if we can't even get it to the people that need it, we might as well be dead.
What do we do with the children that we are trying to escort home?
Well, from what Zula has told me, you are taking them to Kresk. Come back this way after you're done with your delivery, and you can take it to Kresk from here. The children can stay here with us. We are on the way to Kresk, on the way back from Veleki.
Sounds fair.
That seems reasonable to me.
Very quickly, my friend. Can you show me where these stones were planted?
Yes. That would be fine.
You don't happen to have, like, a drawing of them, or can you describe them to me?
Just imagine large glowing stones. I mean, they were buried forever. I actually have never seen them. When they were taken either in the middle of the night or they were taken in the heat of battle, but I've never actually seen them. I know they're there because I know the plants grew and they are now gone, and I see holes in the ground where the vines came up from. So, according to what the wizard left in his journals when he left here, that is what he did. I mean, I imagine they are large stones from the drawings he left in his journals.
Can I see the drawings?
Yeah. He goes inside, or he sends his son inside to get you the journal so you can see it. And he takes you over to where the holes are. You see that there's a huge vineyard in the backyard. It kind of runs all the way around the actual winery itself. And placed theoretically out there are holes where the vines would have come out of, and he shows them to you.
All right. I go to one of the holes, and has it been an hour at this point?
Since we started talking?
Since I summoned the dryads.
Yeah, they would have been gone.
Okay. So I sit down, cross-legged, by one of the holes, and I breathe in and kind of just let myself feel the earth around me. And I go ahead and cast, I hope as a ritual that I can do. Speak with plants, can I do it? No, I can't. Okay, so I'm just going to cast Speak with Plants. And, you know.
What are you trying to speak to? Which plant? Because
Um,
essentially the vines of the grapes and stuff are
they're
dead.
dead, yeah. So, are there any nearby, like, bigger plants so I don't have to, talk to a bunch of young grass who probably can't retain a lot of information?
The trees around the vineyard on the edge of the forest, there's
Right.
them.
All right. Do keep in mind, though, Speak with Plants is a constant radius, so I can move from one to the other.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll start with the trees. So I kind of go over.
While this is going on, can I be taking a short rest?
Yes,
Me
yes. I can
too.
say
Me
everyone
too.
can take a short rest because it's been over. Okay.
So I go up to the trees and I ask, do you know, there were 3 stones, or magical stones, that used to be here that grew the plants in this area. Do you know who took each stone and where they may be? Also, do you know if the druids live near here or may plan to come back?
You see, you start to hear a slow, as if something is thinking. 3 stones were planted here. The first been gone for a long time. I did not see where it went. 10 days ago, evil constructs of magic came and took the second stone. And then 5 days later, druids came and took the last, and took it away to their tree on Yester Hill.
Well, both of those are pretty recent. Thank you. I turn to the party, or whoever's there at the time, and say, besides the location of at least one of the stones and whether the druids may or may not come back, do we have anything else we may need to know that these trees may?
Is it possible that the 3 would know the location or general location of these druids in the case it needs to be
Yester
dealt with?
Hill.
Oh.
Which
is the
so
place we
happens-
need to go to.
Yes,
Yes.
that's a good heads up. At least we now know that we will be dealing with the druids when we go there.
And we also just so happen to know where the possible person who took the second one is located as well.
Right, which is also
However-
another place we need to go.
However, the third stone was taken a very long time ago. Not within the last 10 days like the other 2.
Who wants to pay the bet that Strahd somehow has it?
I wouldn't be surprised.
These things
Yes,
seem
fine
to be
taste.
pretty powerful, even if it is just to tamper with nature. But nature in herself has proven to be quite the beast.
Yeah, she is. She treats me well.
What a babe, no?
Are you going to try and seduce nature, Francisco?
Maybe. Let me see. I roll to seduce the tree. Hey,
Give
how you doing, baby? Your roots look pretty fine today, eh?
give I guess a charisma check.
I'm the only one who's gonna understand what's happening.
That's a 12.
Seducing a tree, seducing a tree.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't think
it's probably pretty shy,
I
Mother
don't think-
Nature,
I don't,
Probably just stick with Agatha.
yeah, no, I definitely agree with that.
No, está mal eso, no me diga eso.
All right. So now that Francisco is speaking in a language I cannot discern, are we taking
The
this
language
wine?
celestial.
Are we taking this wine to the people?
Yes.
Yes, why not?
I don't mind as much as I hate the idea people are relying on it for happiness. I don't mind. I'm just
But also we kind of the guy,
Oh.
yeah. And I don't want to leave a job half done. It's like my personal pride, It's like
not really a part of our deal with him, but I like him, so I'm willing to go the extra mile.
It's also
so
my
to speak.
pride as part of the Lord's Alliance, which it is impossible to check in with them right now. But I'm still a representative. Maybe open a chapter here, start a new branch. I don't know.
Oh. Okay. Kinsley, what do you think?
I mean, it's the least we could do if he's going to help us with Strahd.
Here's my inquiry, however. We are not exactly welcome. Do you think that's still a thing? Do you think that they've decided to get rid of him, the burgomaster and his dear wife? I mean, I don't think my speech had any effect on those people, despite the logic.
We just get the thingy closed, and then we kind of leave it, and we call
But
it.
we also have to deal
that
with whoever
tunnel.
that woman is. The ally of Strahd.
Traitor.
Strahd.
Right, those boys, I remember, I've been thinking about this ever since we left, but those boys were talking about the woman, their mother perhaps, who wouldn't like the idea of them, what is the word I am looking for? Associating with people who are intent on perhaps causing him trouble. We need to figure out, we might as well use this as an excuse to return. I'm just wondering how we're going to go about it without causing ourselves trouble, considering the situation and the state we left. Rhinos included.
You know what we could do? We could go and get that ghost army and just take over the town. Does that sound pretty cool?
We could always just get rid of the burgomaster.
We don't know what happened to him. We don't know if they have returned home. We don't know if the people have taken care of it themselves, which they really should. Like, he's a terrible person, and I don't know why he has so much power over them when there are so many more of them. But
I could challenge him to single combat and take over the town.
I actually really like that idea. I would like to see you fight the burgomaster, but I don't think he would accept your challenge.
I have a feeling that he wouldn't play by the rules, even if he
Oh,
did.
no, and neither would
No,
we.
no. Okay, look, I have this magical thingy that I can do right now, right? So it's pretty cool. I can just blow his face off. Like,
You mean this? And I poke him in his metal eye.
Nah, why does that hurt?
It is attached to your nerves, apparently. And that is what we had figured out before.
Maybe it
How
hurts
long,
Strahd every time
DM?
you do that.
Oh, yeah, let me try again. Poke him in the Can you hear him screaming?
I don't
DM.
hear anything.
About how long would
Yeah.
it take us to get back to Valeki?
Well, on a horse-drawn carriage, not very long, because you guys will be on a horse-drawn carriage delivering the wine, essentially.
Do we need to
How
disguise
late in the day is
ourselves?
it?
At this point, it's probably late enough where you'd want to stay the night and then leave in the morning.
So, I can do this, thing. I could send, a message.
Oh.
And let them know that we're bringing wine. And that we possibly, if this is what we want to do, infiltrate and use their secret passage and hopefully get to this woman's house.
Ask if it's a good time to cause an uprising or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, okay, here's the thing. It's not really sneaky taking a horse-drawn carriage to Vallaki because we have to go through the gate. Unless we use it to get to the secret
Princess.
passage, we take it to the secret passage and then we are still sneaky and people don't know that
I
we're
mean,
there.
Francisco and I could always deliver
Well,
it.
we could also. It's true.
Guys, real quick, I'm not even going to make you roll for this. You guys do remember that Davian said that you would be going with his 2 sons and that you wouldn't even have to take it all the way if you
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
wanted.
Right, yeah.
Or if you didn't want, because as it just needs to get through like past
dangerous
They just need
yeah,
protection.
yeah, they just need protection.
You know, why don't we let the 2 sons take care of it? You
And
know,
then we
do
can
it
split
partly.
off and take care of our
secret
last
tunnel.
business in Vallaki.
Yeah.
All right.
Could totally still send your message though, Kinsley.
Yeah. Probably should.
And we can kind of get an idea of how things are in Vallaki.
Right. Yes. It would be good to have an understanding of what the temperature of the community is at the moment.
That way we don't go in blind.
Good, good. I like it. All right.
Oh, we would need to stay the night.
Okay, so eventually you guys walk back to the winery, and Davian invites you inside. He even he comes up to you and suggests, "Why don't you stay the night? My boys planned on leaving in the morning. We have plenty of rooms here, so you can stay." And yeah, all that good stuff. So, Kinsley, are you wanting to send that message?
I can't do it until the morning.
Okay. So, is anyone wanting to do anything before you guys go to bed?
Masim o mantra.
Okay.
And my prayer and stuff,
Okay.
ritual.
I would like to. Do we have our own rooms?
No, you guys would be sharing room.
All right. Before, I'd like to pick a corner away from everyone, and then I'd like to, just kind of reminisce about the past. Think about Henrietta a bit.
Freaking Henrietta.
Get a little sad for some reason. Like, huh? What is, this is a tear?
What is this?
And go to sleep.
Feelings?
Go to feelings. Go to sleep.
I'm
with some, and me goes to sleep with some tears going down his face.
I teach Spit some dice games. We play Yahtzee.
All right. Perfect. So eventually everyone goes to sleep. You have a very fitful rest. It's very hard for you to sleep. You keep waking up in a cold sweat.
Yeah.
And you are one day closer to the full moon. Eventually, everyone does wake up in the morning. You guys come downstairs and you make your way over to the loading dock where imra'lyr, you saw the wagon was tied up before. Now the horses are attached, and you see that they have loaded up 6 barrels of wine and a couple of bottles here and there. Davian tells you guys that they were able to sift through all of the hidden wine, and it looked like it had been completely untouched. The dust was still settling on top, no fingerprints, so they assume that this wine is good to go.
Wait. We need to test it to be sure, no?
Are you offering your services as a test dummy?
Davian says it has already been done.
Oh,
I
Oh,
tasted
you
it
missed
myself.
your
I
chance.
wasn't going to let this go out without making sure it was safe.
oh, that's okay. I was just saying, I'm very, strong man, and so I was thinking.
He's disappointed he didn't get to drink your wine.
Imran,
You
no,
are-
I would never assume that.
You are
no.
more than welcome to. Just talk to Erwin. I'm sure he will give you some.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys all load up. You see that Elvir and Adrian get into the cart as well, and we are going to do a delivery challenge.
Wait, I gotta
What?
send my message.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
oh,
So
yeah.
go ahead and
Oh, yeah.
send your message real quick.
So,
I'll be your Travis.
Erwin, it's Kinsley. We're escorting wine. How are things in Valleki? We would like to possibly infiltrate and may need your help. Let me know. Thanks. That's it. I'm not gonna use the last one. I'm not gonna do it.
And so it's 25 words then?
25 words.
Okay. So you get a response, and you hear Erwin's voice come to you in your head. Thank you for bringing the wine. We will be waiting your arrival. Go straight to the main gate. There is something you will need to see.
Need see.
Need see.
I think you still had a whole bunch.
Yeah, I think that was only
It's
like
hard to keep
15.
track with syllables.
Oh, sorry. I should have done it with you. Syllables are a pain in the butt. Yeah,
They
because you
are,
want to
yeah.
count them as more than
I'm
one
sure I
word.
did. So yeah, he essentially thanks you for bringing the wine and says, "Come straight to the front gate. There's something you'll want to see."
Is the burgomaster hanging by the gate? Because that would be
Well,
it.
he's telling us to go straight to the gates.
That's
That
interesting.
isn't. Yes.
Said that there's something we need to see.
Well, this will be delightful.
Maybe. I guess we will
that
find
he
out.
would,
He wouldn't lure us into a trap or
No.
anything. I'm just saying it may or may not be. What was the word you used? Delightful. Who knows? It could be terrible, and we just need to know about it.
Do we want to take precautions just in case?
Probably disguise ourselves.
Yeah.
At least when we get closer. I still have my disguise kit. Nobody has seen me with my bear. I can just do another bearded lady look.
Let me
Take
help
on
you
my
with that.
my persona as a bearded woman. I feel like I actually look really good in a beard. I may have to surprise Fenris with that. See what he says.
Oh, kinky.
We've never... What?
perhaps we
I'll
should just
help
get
you.
going.
I'll help you get some very fun and interesting beards.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
That went in the direction I was not prepared for.
Okay. So you guys all get into the cart.
Kinsley's uncomfortable.
And Davian
So is
Tavian's two sons, Adrian and Elvir, get inside, and we are going to do a delivery challenge. So, what's going to happen is you guys are roughly 10 miles from Valeki. So there's going to be a number of rounds, and every round, at the top of the round, you guys are going to roll a d4. One of you will roll a d4, and something will happen. I will need one of you to be driving the cart, so who wants to do that?
I am proficient in land vehicles. I've been waiting for this since the beginning of the campaign.
There you go. All right. So,
That's funny because at the beginning of the campaign, we were in a cart and I was driving.
And
You
I
were
wasn't
there.
Was it
So perfect. So Francisco gets in the front seat, and you guys start taking off down the lane. You guys start going, and about 1 mile goes by, 2 miles go by, 3 miles go by.
I'm whittling.
And then suddenly something happens. Who wants to be the
I'll
D4
do it.
roller? Okay. You guys okay with me
Alright.
rolling?
Sure.
Okay, me, roll the D4. Tell me what you get.
I got a win.
You get a 1. So all of a sudden, out from the forest as you guys are whooshing by.
I'm sorry.
You guys you guys hear the hoofs going, and the horses are running as fast as they can. Francisco is urging them on, and all of a sudden you guys see 6 skeletal riders burst from the sides of the trees and start coming behind you. Everyone roll me initiative.
Does anyone know
I'm
what a
sorry.
skeleton
happening?
rider is?
Is it not nighttime?
Bam! Viking.
Ah,
Hold up for a
19.
second. Everyone hold for a second.
Did Kinsley bring up a good point?
No, because remember the skeletons from the graveyard came out anyway.
Okay. What's everyone's initiative?
19.
Okay.
Francisco got a 17.
20 for imra'lyr, 19
We're
for
all
me.
tied.
Francisco
Except
17,
maybe
Kinsley
21.
21. Okay, here we go. So all of a sudden, these 6 skeletal riders on these dead horses made of skeletons themselves come running out of the forest. Also, I forgot to mention, your guys' cart has an HP level.
Oh no.
If it drops below the HP level, then you guys will fail the mission. So, you see these skeletal riders come out of nowhere and they start coming up to the cart. Kinsley, you are first. What do you do?
While she's thinking,
let's
do
go,
I know
Undead
what they
Slayer.
are?
What?
While she's thinking, do I know what they are? Because undead, my thing, you know.
They look like just skeletons on skeleton horses.
Okay. So not anything super.
Here comes
And
the
they're how far
Kensler.
away?
They are coming up. They're probably about 30 feet away right now.
Okay. I will bring up my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And I will try to hit one.
Okay. So go ahead and make an attack.
Oh! It almost rolled off. That's only an 11.
An 11. That misses.
Okay. Then make a wisdom saving throw.
For which ones?
Just one of them.
One. Okay. 8.
I mean, it hasn't been damaged yet, so it's not like the cool damage roll, but it's something. 9
9 damage.
necrotic damage.
Okay.
Oh no, it's necrotic damage. It probably doesn't do it.
Well, they're regular skeletons.
Remember how it works for skeletons.
It still
That's true.
does stuff. You said 9?
Okay.
You said 9.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is now Imra'lyr's turn.
I will take out my rifle and I will shoot at one.
Okay, the same one that Kinsley hit or a different one?
Let's do a different one.
Okay.
Nope, I missed. I mean, I'm pretty sure an 8 misses.
Yep.
But the next one probably hits. 16, 22.
Definitely hits.
That is a 2d10 plus plane. A warrior is my bonus action. Oh man, I'm rolling really well with my hits. Okay. That's 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 points of damage.
Oh my goodness, yeah. So you see that your gun shoots and it blows one of the skeletons off the horse, and it lays motionless as the rest of the skeletal warriors keep going. The horse that carried that skeleton veers off back into the forest. Me, it is now your turn.
How many of them are there?
There are now 5.
Okay. How many horses are pulling the carriage?
4.
Oh, so we have 4 horses? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I won't do that then. So who's next? Who has the next initiative?
Who's after you?
After
Yeah.
you would be Francisco, but he's driving.
Yeah. Okay. So in that case, imra'lyr has range. So I'm gonna cast haste on her. So you'll have another attack.
Okay, so imra'lyr now gets 3 attacks.
And +2 to your AC and double your movement, but you know.
Plus 2 to my AC.
Okay,
Does it
is
just
that
give
everything?
you one, like, an extra attack?
So the it's an extra action. It can
So
use
you
attack, dash,
Oh, it's
disengage, hide.
It's a whole
get
extra
4.
action? I get
So you
Full
get 4
extra
attacks.
That's what I thought.
Shit.
How long does haste
Yeah.
last?
A minute.
Up to 1 minute. So
I'm gonna be
that's
tired afterwards, but so
Okay. Perfect. Okay, so after me's turn, Francisco, it is your turn. There's nothing you can really do at this moment because your hands are on the reins. Unless you want to turn and try to do something magical, I will allow that. What I will not
Okay.
allow is for you to get up and try to swing with your sword or your crossbow.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was gonna ask if I could witch bolt one of these guys.
Yes, you can. You can do witch bolt.
Dope. Yeah. It's a 19 to hit.
Definitely hit. So you hit in the hurt one or a fresh one?
Hurt one.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get their numbers down.
That's 12 points of damage.
Nice. A second skeleton explodes in a volley of magic, and the horse veers off. You guys have 4 left. It is now 1, 2, 3, the 4 skeletons' turns. They are going to run up, and 2 of them are going to run up and start whacking at the wagon.
quick question.
Yes.
Because the wagon is in movement, what is its speed compared to theirs?
So what I'm doing for the sake of simplicity is that it is slower than them because they are a single rider on top of a single horse, where there's 4 horses pulling a wagon full of people and stuff. So
And wine.
in wine. So the skeleton horses are slightly faster. Unless you can speed up the horses and speed up yours.
That's
you could
what
try
I
to outrun
wanted
them.
to do, but there were 4 of them, and one
can
being
only do one
faster
target.
than the other 3. You know, I just don't want to.
Yeah, that wouldn't really work. But I mean, if it did work, that would have helped.
Yeah.
So 2 of these guys are going to swing on the cart. What is the cart's AC again?
Imagine they one-shot the cart.
I'm going to say it's that. Okay. One of them hits and does 8 damage to the cart. And the other 2 are going to shoot their bows, and they're both going to shoot at Francisco because they're trying to stop the cart. 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And 12.
Nope.
Okay. So Francisco.
I'm not gonna shield.
Francisco, 3 points of damage from an arrow.
That's why.
Okay. Back to the top of the round. Artie, roll
I
me
have
one of them.
a quick question.
Yes.
So Witch Bolt, it says that once I hit a target, it stays up, right? And I just automatically do damage to it. But what happens if that target dies? It doesn't say.
You
I
can
think
move
you
it.
move it as your
Yeah,
bonus
I
action.
think you
Yeah.
can move it.
It's like
You'll have-
Hunter's Mark. At least that's the way I've seen people play it.
That's the way I
because
read
like
it.
it doesn't specify that because I was reading to check.
So if it doesn't specify you can move it after something dies as a bonus action or move it as a bonus action, I'm going to say no, you can't.
I believe it says you can move it as a bonus action.
If it says you can move it as a bonus action, I will allow you to move it after something dies. But if it doesn't have any type of wording like that at all, then no, it's done. So anyway, we're going to go back to the top of the round. So you guys have successfully traveled another mile. The wagon is still going. It has some marks in it now because swords are being slung at it. Roll me a d4.
All right.
Again. I thought this was an encounter thing.
I got another one.
Okay.
No.
Is it gonna be more Skella boys?
2 more Skelly boys.
Anyone else want to roll next?
Me, I'm going to roll next.
All right. I didn't think it was gonna be me multiple times.
Let me see something real quick.
I wish we had a spell that could just destroy all undead within a radius.
They have to be
You
around
know.
me.
Francisco?
He can't do things like that.
Well, I mean, if he gets them to be closer.
I mean, it depends on how close they are to me. Let me see.
Okay. So, all of a sudden, these 2 more skeletons come out of the woods and come up to the sides of the cart. You guys now have 4 surrounding the cart and 2 hanging back shooting arrows. Kinsley, top of the round, your turn.
So I realized I shouldn't have done my spiritual weapon because I have to actually manually move it.
Yeah, so you would have cast it,
So,
it would have
like,
hit,
on
and it
my
would have
turn,
stayed
it
behind.
would- Yep. So I wasted a spell. That's cool. How close are all of these to me?
So you have 4 surrounding the cart, and those 4 are like right up against you guys.
Okay. And are the other 2 within a 30-foot radius?
Yeah. So all 6 of them.
I don't know if I want to do this yet, but I'm worried about the cart. Okay. Go ahead and have them all make... Where is it? I think it's a wisdom saving throw. Let me...
Are you doing Turn the Dead?
Yes. Trying to at least get them away from the cart. Where's my turn undead? I see destroy undead. But I don't see my...
Is that one that you did not have prepared?
No, it's just an ability, like a cleric ability. It's not a spell. It is one of my channel divinities.
Can't you go into your spell, or not your spells? Yeah, go to your actions, and there should have a section that is
there we go.
for channel divinity.
Yeah, it is a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. They will make
I didn't see it
wisdom
because I was on my
saves.
spell list. And then I moved to my features and traits because I thought it would just be there.
Okay, so these 6 guys will make 6 separate wisdom saves. And what's the DC? 15?
15.
They all fail.
And what's their CR rating?
1/4.
So let me just double check that this is right. Oh yeah, they're all poof.
Okay.
They go bye-bye.
Yep. So all of a sudden, all 6 of these skeletons and skeletal war horses just vanish into thin air and die. We are now
Yeah,
clear for a moment.
but
Well, that was something.
I can only do that so much, you guys.
But this is pretty useful. Except I feel like I am going crazy right now with nothing to do.
Okay,
Oh,
we're gonna
yes.
Oh,
Sorry
yeah.
about that.
Oops.
It's like she's high on caffeine.
My bad.
So we are going to act as if it
Sorry
is back
about
onto the
that.
top of the round. Or whoever, go ahead and roll me a
Yeah,
d4.
Lore, you wanted to do it.
4.
4.
Something
Nothing
other than a
happens.
1.
Everything is quiet.
Yeah, see.
Everything
you
is
know,
Gucci.
I feel like I always get bad rolls.
You guys continue down the road. It is eerily quiet. imra'lyr, give me another roll.
Specifically in combat, I should say.
A 2.
2.
Okay, what does a 2 give us? You guys are going and going and going, and
I'm
suddenly...
giving Imra Vigilant Blessing.
Okay, so you guys are going and going, and suddenly... And Francisco, give me a perception check.
That's a nat 20.
Nice. So Francisco, you see what looks to be a person walking out into the center of the road, just walking. Doesn't hear you, doesn't see you.
Francisco, don't stop.
Go ahead and give me an animal handling check. Because you have the proficiency with land vehicles, do it with your proficiency bonus to see if you can maneuver around this individual.
Francisco, even if you run them over, do not stop.
Look at his face.
What'd you get?
I got an 8.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
Francisco,
I rolled a 2.
you're going and going, and you pull real hard on the reins, trying to get these horses to move, but they've got blinders on. They're just doing it exactly as they're told. They go through, they hit this individual. They go
Keep going, Francisco.
flying. Francisco, you take a look, and you see the person flying over you looks exactly like you. It lands on the side of the cart. You guys hear a and the cart takes
Does anybody have mending?
9 points of damage.
Give me some time and I can take mending eventually.
I need to shoot at Satan.
Okay.
Get
Shoot at that.
up. It looks like me. Get it up to take it. Don't want it on here. Get it up.
Everyone else, it looks like a normal person. It looks nothing like Francisco. Only
it
to
dead?
Francisco does it look like him.
Can I see if they're okay? Are they dead?
It smacked, landed it, and then you guys kept
Oh, and
going.
then
And
just-
it's not in the cart.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
But
It's fine. They'll walk it off.
It's not my face.
They'll walk it off. It'll be fine. We're in a hurry.
I'm changing what I look
I
like.
feel like
And I change what I look like to make myself feel better.
we should
I look
stop
like
and
George
see if they're
Clooney.
okay.
you guys do you guys continue, or are you gonna stop?
Are you really concerned, Kinsley? I mean, I guess we could.
It's
but
just
I
a
mean,
weird not stopping when you hit someone.
Yes, I mean it's Barovia.
But if you're saying it looks like you,
It's
Maybe we
probably
should
a zombie. Can I tell if it was already alive or dead?
With how quickly everything happened, no. It just, you could tell it didn't look like Francisco. It actually had long hair, and Francisco had short hair.
It was probably a dead woman.
Oh, let's just keep going.
You guys keep
I don't feel
going,
good
top of
about
the
that.
round. imra'lyr, give me another roll.
Are
1.
we awful
A
people?
1,
Ah.
okay.
how do the boys feel about this? Are they just like, we hit someone, okay, we're going?
They're kind of cowering, like, in between the barrels right now. So they're not really, like, they don't know what's going on.
Don't worry, boys. Nothing's happening. It's fine. Just keep cowering and
Yeah.
stay hidden.
Right.
That
That's
was an
essentially what's
awful
happening.
roll.
Okay, so from out
I put a
of the
blanket over them.
bushes, you guys see another 6
man.
skeletal riders.
6 of
come
them
out of
again.
nowhere. Yep.
Ah.
I
Everyone-
think your haste is out.
I think it only lasts for a minute,
Yeah,
doesn't
no,
it?
it does.
Dang,
So,
what a
I mean,
waste.
yeah.
Sorry.
Everyone roll me initiative again.
That's a nat 1.
Imra has Vigilant.
Oh, yeah. Dirty 20. Again.
Kinsley?
16.
Okay.
What are the effects? Because once haste wears off.
So haste, basically, you choose a willing creature. You can see
No, I
within
know.
range.
What is it when it wears off?
Oh, nothing happens when it wears off.
Oh.
It just goes away. When the spell ends. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
it has
When the
negative effects.
spell ends, the target can't move or take actions until after its next turn.
Oh,
as a
well.
wave
well,
of
it's been a
lethargy
while.
sinks.
It's been
So
a
it's been a
while.
while. You're fine
So you're
now,
fine.
but you crashed. I actually didn't realize that part of that spell.
Yeah.
No, it would have been really cool if I got to use it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
wait, how long
I
does
can
it
cast,
last?
Only a minute.
1 minute.
Oh.
It's already out.
I mean,
Okay.
I can cast it 2 more times.
Well, imra'lyr, it is now your turn.
I will shoot with my gun, but I only
Okay,
get to
you've
with
got
that.
these 6 skeleton figures encroaching.
13.
13. That hits.
Yes. For my first attack. Okay. $20 points of damage.
Okay, you completely destroy one of them. Now
My
5
next-
skeletons.
My next attack. I think that's the same. No, it's a little higher. 15.
That hits.
No planar warrior this time, so it's just 2d10. 14 points of damage.
You blow apart a second skeleton.
Dang, imagine if I had haste.
I
There you
know.
go. Okay, it's one of these other skeletons' turn. It's going to come up and it's going to whack at the cart.
No, don't do it. Hit me instead.
And it hits.
No,
It hits
screw
with
you.
its sword. And that's doing 4 points of damage. Okay, Kinsley, it is your turn.
So it's just the one that's next to the cart.
No, there are 4.
Well, I mean, like, are they within 5 feet of me?
no, yeah, just the one ran up to the cart
Okay,
and
yeah.
hit it.
Then I will Word of Radiance and have him make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. He got 7.
Ha! He then takes 2d6 radiant damage, which is only 5 radiant damage.
Okay. It is now another skeleton's turn who is going to ride up, and it's going to take a whack at the cart.
No.
That definitely hits. That's another 8 damage.
How's cart looking?
Not bad. This cart's pretty hardy.
Excellent.
And it is now Francisco's turn.
I will witch bolt his face off.
Okay, are you going to hit one of the 2 that are up next to you, or one of the 2 that are in the back?
I guess one of the 2 in the back. Wait, one that hasn't attacked yet? Or have
Yeah.
they all attacked?
No, only 2 of them have attacked.
Okay, one of the ones that has not attacked.
Okay, those are the 2 in the back.
18 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Only 4 points of damage.
Okay. After Francisco, it is these 2 skeletons in the back. It is their turn. And they are both going to shoot arrows into the back of the cart. I believe they are both going to shoot at probably Francisco again. Because 1, he attacked him, and 2, he's riding the cart.
Good.
1 got a 19,
Hits.
and the other missed.
Misses.
8 damage.
He missed? Well, he misses.
8 piercing damage. Me, it is now your turn. You've got 2 skeletons right up against the cart and 2 further back.
All right. Me is going to go to the side of the cart and do one of those hand whistles and cast Conjure Animals. And 4 war horses will appear out of the woods coming towards the other Skeleboy horses.
Okay.
And I'm going to have all 4 of them pick a Skele horse and charge at it and make a hoof attack. So it's the trampling charge.
Okay.
And and if you need to know their speed, it's 60 feet. So
Okay, well, these are essentially undead war horses, so their movement's the same.
okay. Wait. Yeah. If it hits, yeah. All right. So the first one, that is a 18 plus 6. to hit.
That definitely hits.
All right. So then it needs. I don't know if it's still going to do this, but DC 14 strength saving throw or be knocked prone, so it could knock over the other horse.
Yeah, I'll say that it can essentially knock the rider off, which would make him gone. So what's the strength check?
DC 14.
You got a 15.
All right, but
So-
he's still, the hooves attack still does damage, so that's 2d6 plus 4. That's 7 plus 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage.
All right. Next warhorse.
All right. 18 to hit.
Definitely hits.
All right, DC 14 strength saving.
17.
All right, he passes. And the damage is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points of damage.
Okay, so one of the skeletons in the back dies and the warhorse poof disappears. You've
All right.
got 3 left.
All right, next warhorse. 17 to hit.
That hits, and the strength check is a 13, so he fails.
All right, he gets knocked off. He takes the 2d6 plus 4 bludgeoning. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And also says if the target is prone, the horse can make another attack with its hooves against
12
it as a
damage
bonus
killed him.
action. All right. And then was that 3 or 4 horses?
That was 3,
three.
I believe. Yeah, so you got
Okay.
one more. So now you've got the only
And-
skeletons left are the ones that are up against the cart. So
That's a 15 to hit.
okay, that hits. And strength save 16.
All right, 12 damage.
Okay, and that's okay. Perfect. That was it for your turn.
Yep.
Back to the top of the round. imra'lyr, give me another 1d4.
4 horses are nice.
1.
Oh my god. I don't like the skeletons.
Someone else roll next.
I can do it.
You guys see as 4 more skeletons come out of the woodwork.
Oh my goodness. Oh no.
Haste me.
Hey,
Was the
I'll lose the war horses.
Oh.
was the guy that I had attacked the previous turn? Did he die?
yes.
Are all of them dead, or are there 5 in total now?
So there were 2 left, which
there's
means
6 again.
there are now 6 again.
Oh.
imra'lyr, it is your turn.
I will shoot at one.
They're not close ones.
That was a pretty good roll.
Are you getting one of the ones that are up against the cart, or one of the 4 in the back?
One that's up against the cart, but I'm going to position myself in the cart in such a way that I'm not in melee, so I don't get a disadvantage.
Do you want the one that's really hurt, or the one that's kind of hurt?
Kinda hurt.
Okay,
Dirty 20.
that hits.
Okie dokie. I'll save planner where. 16 points of damage.
That one dies.
My next attack. Natural 1.
Oh, you fail. Doesn't hit.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So you got 2 more skeletons coming up to the side of the cart, and both of them are going to take swings against the cart. Both of them hit. Ten more damage. The cart is starting to get rickety.
I know.
Still looking okay, but starting to look like it's getting beat up. Kinsley, it is your turn. You
There's
have
how many within 5 feet of me?
3 up within the cart and 3 more, or and
2 more.
2 more hanging way back.
Okay. The ones around me make a constitution save.
Okay. One got an 18. The other 2 got below. They fail.
Okay. The 2 take 7 radiant damage.
The 2.
Mm-hmm. And there's nothing worth doing for my bonus action, so that's it.
Okay, so you destroy one of the skeletons, so now there are 2 up against the cart instead of 3, and 2 more hanging back. It is now one of the skeletons hanging back. It's his turn. He's going to rush up, and he's going to attack the cart. And he misses. So now you got 3 up against the cart again. Francisco, your turn. 1 hanging back, 3 up against the cart.
So, quick question. Can I action surge to make the cart go faster?
No. Sorry.
Okay.
That's not going to happen.
Well,
Good
then
question. But no.
I can't really do anything else unless I want to try and
Evasive
I don't know.
maneuvers.
evasive maneuvers. I guess I don't know. Can
If
I
you wanna
smack the cart
try.
into them?
Yeah, you can try to pull it away so that way the next time, well, I guess like they'll just use their movement to get close to it again. So
Could I,
mean,
somehow impose disadvantage with some fancy driving?
yeah, I can say if you want to take your turn to drive fancy, I will impose disadvantage on attack rolls against the cart for that round. Yeah, if you want to do that.
Perfect. Okay, so am I just gonna do like an animal handy, same thing as that one check?
Animal handling check, see how well you do it. If you roll, I'll say if you roll above a 13, I will give them disadvantage.
That's a 24.
There you go.
Yeah,
Awesome.
boy.
Okay, so now for the rest of the round, which means only one more guy, you
Oh, no.
impose disadvantage.
Hey, I
and
just
it
wanted to
is-
prove I could drive a cart.
There you go. And it is his turn. He's going to come up and he's going to do disadvantage against the cart. And he rolled 2 8s, so he misses. There are now, how many is this? 3, 4 skeletons up against the cart. Me, it is your turn.
All right, the war horses are gonna go after the ones that are by the cart.
Okay.
$19 to hit.
Okay, that hits. Let me do a strength check. Passes.
Okay, 10 points of damage.
Okay, so one of them dies. Now there are only 3 left.
Where do they keep
30,
coming
20.
from?
That hits.
Why do we keep rolling the skeletons?
You guys keep rolling 1s.
13 points of
We
damage.
suck.
Okay, 13 points. Yep, you kill another one.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
Yeah,
2
no, yeah, 'cause
horses.
it was dirty
and-
20.
Yep, and you have how many? You have 2 horses left, right?
2 mass.
Yep. 10.
That misses.
All right. And then the last war horse. Oof. 9.
That misses. Okay, back to the
Dang
top
it,
of the
the
round.
juice is
Someone
running
roll
out.
me. Someone roll me a d4.
Francisco.
3?
Oh,
Okay,
interesting.
we haven't done that one
Okay.
yet.
That is a new one.
We want to be
So-
rolling 4s, you guys.
I know.
4s. Peaceful journey.
I did not like the look on his face.
I know.
An old lady comes up and she starts offering you tea. You get all of your hit points back, everyone.
An old
lose
lady
any.
walks out into the room.
Can you just pour it onto the cart and get the
Yeah.
cart? It's an HP.
A random crew of repairmen come by. Hey, you need repairs. We're giving free services.
Oh shoot.
While you're still moving.
Right.
Yep. While you're moving. We'll
It's
just,
our specialty.
yeah, we'll be on the cart while you do that. We're spider people.
No, he's adding.
I know.
That was initiative. Okay, so all of a sudden you guys see 4 dire wolves come running out from the forest.
Okay.
So we are back at the top of the round. And imra'lyr, it is your turn. There are 2 skeletons left and now 4 dire wolves.
I shoot at the dire wolf.
Wait.
Nah. Go ahead.
You're not gonna be able to tame a freaking dire wolf in this
For-
situation.
But I can
14?
tell them that there's
Just
some tasty
hits.
bones
Cool,
next to
cool,
them.
cool.
14 just hits.
16 points of
Okay.
damage.
I
for
mean,
my
there's a
first.
spell called Dominate Animals, but I don't have that.
Second attack. I'm gonna do a different wolf
Okay.
from the one I just hit. That's a natural 17.
That hits.
I'm gonna do planar warrior on this one. Well, planar warrior didn't give me much, but okay. But still, I rolled really well on my d10s. Okay, so that's a 10, 9, 20, 23 points of damage.
23 damage. Okay. They're still standing.
Jeez. Yeah,
everything?
that's all I got.
Okay. Next up is Kinsley.
Oh, I
Hold
forgot
on
to
just a
cast
second.
fire. Oops.
Why do they have so much health? Dire wolves, man, dire wolves.
Dire wolves, if I am correct, have a CR of.
So this doesn't like. It says that this is around me for a distance of 15 feet.
Nope, CR 1.
But it doesn't say anything about it moving.
What is it?
What?
It's spirit guardians.
I will say that they will be moving with you as long as you are sitting in there, because
Okay.
spirit guardians are kind of attached to the person. They will be around
That's
you
what I.
in the cart,
Okay.
moving
I
with
wish
I'm
they
gonna
would,
go
like,
ahead.
clarify that in the spell, so it's not a point
I
of,
know.
like, what do I do?
Well, I mean, a lot of them do that. It's centered on you and it moves with you, but this one
Right,
just doesn't.
and that's
it
how
says
I-
it's centered on me, but it doesn't say it moves.
Well, if
with
it's
me.
centered on,
Which
if
I
it
know
says it's, if it says it's centered
Right.
on you, then it would make sense that it would move with you, because that's how darkness is. It says that it will move with you if it's centered on your person. So
Okay, so you cast Spirit
Alright.
Guardians, and what does that do?
So I do. So, some spirits come and start to flit around me, and they've got like they're like little fairies with their wings looking like moonstones in the way that they're colored, and everyone that's around me for 15 feet, other than my allies, must make a wisdom saving throw. My goodness.
Okay. So that's 2 skeletons. 2 and a 13.
They both fail. They take. Oh, I'm doing this at the lowest I can do it is 3rd level, so it'll do it at 3rd level. 3d8
Okay.
radiant damage. So that is 16 radiant damage to
Okay.
those two.
Both of these skeletons explode in a light of radiant damage. You guys now only have these 4 dire wolves on you. Kinsey, that is the end
And-
of your turn.
When a creature enters the space for the first time, they also must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. So 2 of these dire wolves are going to run up, and they are going to start attacking the cart. So they make con saves.
Mm-hmm.
17 and 18.
Well, they pass, but they still take half damage.
Okay.
So half of 9
So 4.
for radiant damage.
are Zilla and Spit sleeping through this whole thing?
Zula and Spit, yeah. they're like, yeah, they're
Just hanging out.
they're hanging out. So both of these dire wolves are going to use their bite to attack the cart. And one of them hits. And that's 8 more damage to the cart. Okay. Francisco, your turn.
Okay. Did
You got 2 dire
And-
wolves in the car, or next to the cart, and 2 dire wolves hanging back, chasing.
are any of them close enough for me to pet them?
No.
Okay. Then I will just do my fancy maneuvers.
Okay.
Fancy maneuvers.
That is an 18.
That passes. Okay, so for the rest of the round, the last 2 direwolves will have disadvantage on their attacks on the cart. And it is both of those direwolves' turn.
Constitution.
Okay.
If they're moving up into it.
15 and 11.
The 15 passes, so they take 14 for the one that didn't pass, 7 for the one that did.
Okay. Okay, me, it is now your turn. Oh, wait, no,
Alright.
I'm sorry. They still have to attack the cart, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Or me.
Yes.
They could attack me.
It was just at the beginning of their turn, or like.
Right.
Ooh.
Careful.
1 hits, 1 misses.
You're doing it with disadvantage,
I'm
right?
just not used to
Oh,
my
right.
mic being in front of me.
So I'll say that that one roll was for the other, so it missed. And the other one missed. Fancy
Cool.
driving,
Boom.
Francis.
Fancy driving.
Me, it is now your turn.
All right.
Get those
so,
2.
Same thing as always, except last time I forgot to throw my fire. So I'll also do that.
Okay.
So I'll throw my fire at one of the wolves. That was almost a 3, but that's a 16 plus 5, so that's 21 to hit.
Cool.
That definitely hits.
Yeah. And then that is a where'd it go? 2d8. 7 plus 5, 7, 12 points of damage to one of them
Okay.
dire wolves.
You see one of the dire wolves gets hit, and it starts going, "Arr, arr, arr, arr," and it runs back into the forest.
Sorry!
Stay out! No!
Alright, and then my war horses will attack. And there's no more of the undead, right? Just
Yep, just the dire wolves.
Alright. So one war horse is gonna go after a dire horse. A wolf. That's a 17 plus a 6.
That hits.
Then strength saving and the dice. That's 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Next war horse. How many dire wolves are there now?
There are 3 left.
Alright, so the next one's gonna attack a different one.
Okay.
Wait, don't the
That
wolves need to
is-
make some kind of save against their...
Yeah, we're getting knocked prone. Did it?
Right. So, it's prone.
Okay.
The one you damaged.
That means as a bonus action, it can attack again with a hooves attack as a
Go
bonus
ahead.
action. Alright. That's 17 to hit.
Hits.
Alright. And then that's 2d6 plus 4. And 15 damage.
One of your war horses tramples a dire wolf to death. There are now 2 left.
Perfect.
Alright.
Summoning
That-
animals can be OP. My goodness.
I know.
No one ever does it.
That's 2 war horses down.
Yep, 2 more to
Yes,
go.
Alright. That's 18 plus a 6.
That hits.
Alright.
And this guy passes.
Alright, so that's 11 plus 4 damage. That's 15.
Okay. And 1 more horse.
Alright. That's 9 plus 6, so that's 15.
That hits, yep. And this guy fails.
So that's 5 plus 4, that's 9 damage. And then the bonus 4, 5, 6. 6 plus 4, that's 10 damage extra.
Okay, and then the last war horse pounds down on a 3rd dire wolf, killing him. There is 1 dire wolf
Sorry.
left. But as we get back to the top of the round, you guys have gone about 9, almost 10 miles now. You guys watch as this dire wolf just stops as you guys keep going.
That
And then
was
suddenly
really
the fog
weird.
begins to clear. You guys notice, you begin to recognize what's around you. Your cart follows the familiar puddled path toward Valeki. Going through the damp, drizzle you've become so accustomed to here in Barovia. Eventually, the path starts to widen, and the battered stone walls of the city of Valleki begin to appear out of the fog. To the left of the smashed city gates, you notice something new has been erected. You approach, and as you do, the familiar face of the burgomaster stares blankly past you as his body twists at the end of a long rope. Beside him hangs a skinny woman with gray hair. A sign above them states, "The family Velekovich, finally serving a purpose, food for the beasts." Your cart comes to an ambling stop. You survey the damage and notice that one of the wheels is severely damaged. One of the barrels of wine has a slight leak to it.
I quickly cover it up.
I smack Francisco and I like try to plug it with something.
Overall, the cart is not in complete disarray. You were able to save most of it. You see, flying down from the wall is a raven. It lands on the ground in front of you and suddenly transforms into the familiar face of Erwin Mardikov.
Just out in the open?
Just out in the open.
That was a pretty public
That-
transformation.
There's no one around.
Okay. Well,
sure.
that doesn't mean there's not eyes.
So he comes forward to the cart. "I see you have finally arrived. Thank you for bringing the wine, but we will not be taking it into the city. It is not, if it could be more dangerous than it was when you left, it is now. We are going to turn around and go back through the hidden path. We are going to go to the old Vistini camp. I will tell you when we get there. But the city of Valleki is no longer under the care of the burgomaster Velekovich."
Oh, we can see that.
Yeah.
And that's where we're going to end our episode.
Oh my gosh,
What the heck happened?
I mean, I kind of saw it coming,
Yeah,
but also
you
like
called it.
this
But,
may
like-
have been a bad thing.
Was it a bad change?
It is now a place of thieves and burglars.
So, everyone watching at home, thank you so much for joining us this episode of The Curse of Strahd with your cast here at Lakeside Legendz. We appreciate it so very much. What a fun episode, you guys. Yeah. You guys were able to go through the winery, get rid of the druids, find out a little more what's going on with those guys. And able to get back to the city of Valleki, and it is not as you left it, it appears.
It's only
Okay.
been like a couple of days, man.
I know.
A couple of days is all you need when it comes to a war.
Yeah.
So, does anyone have any announcements?
I am playing on another stream this coming Saturday, the 28th. So, yeah, Ember Aces. We'll put a link to it in our social media. Come watch me play. It's going to be a lot of fun. Super talented people. So, yeah.
Yep. Anyone else?
I got something. So for everybody who enjoyed that one shot that we did a couple weeks ago, or that the cast here did,
Halloween.
yeah, the Halloween one, the Hallows Eve tragedy
My
one
very
shot.
first DMing experience, but
Yeah.
Did a great job.
And also my first published adventure on the DM's Guild. So, if you guys enjoyed that adventure and you want to support us here, you can go and purchase the adventure for only $1. And you'll get the PDF, the maps that come with it, as well as the encounters. It's all there, only $1. and it's super fun. So just search Hollow's Eve on the Hollow's Eve Tragedy on the DM's Guild.
All right. Awesome. Anyone else? Okay. Well, thank you for joining us this evening. We appreciate it so very much. Don't forget to hit that like button on our YouTube page, Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Twitch. We got a donation button you can hit the bottom of our Twitch page. We appreciate the donations. Every time you guys give it to us, we are able to upgrade equipment, get things going, spend more time doing these awesome, fun stories for you guys at home. Also, don't forget to go to lakesidelegends.com. We are putting up this first campaign in a podcast version on our website. It is very condensed. I took out all the squabblings, all the rule searching, all the roll counting and calculations. And for most episodes, that's almost an hour and a half worth of stuff that is crunched down. So it is very fast paced and it's a lot of fun. I've been re-listening to the campaigns and enjoying them so much. I am working on episode 3. My goal is to get them out once a week, but episode 3 was a long 4.5-hour episode. So that one's going to be a 2-weeker. It'll probably come out by the end of this week. So yeah, thank you for your patience. We appreciate everything you do for us, and we can't wait to see you next time down by the lakeside. See ya.